UPS 30 Heavy, your reback is correct. Push and start at your discretion. Runway 22 right for departure. Call for taxi. The Kennedy altimeter is 3012.
Push back and start at my description. Call you when ready for taxi. UPS 30.
Etihad 47 Romeo Heavy, good evening, sir. Currently at flight level at 7,000, flight level 170.
And sorry about that, guys. Welcome back. Just had some technical difficulties
okay,
here.
Couple one. German cargo 8050. I cannot hear you over voice, so please use text for now. Etihad 47 Romeo Newark approach. Hello. You're ready to contact 5 west at Deer Park, 17000. Maintain 17000. Present heading.
Maintain present heading and 17000. Etihad 47 Romeo Heavy.
Etihad 101, did you tell us to descend maintain 4000?
I apologize, that was for a different aircraft. Negative. Just fly heading 050 now and 11000.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Okay, one more Bravo Heavy fly, the runway heading is 18012, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Yes, for takeoff, runway 22 right, Etihad 11 Bravo.
Etihad 47 Romeo Heavy, contact New York Center 125.32, good night.
125.32, Etihad 101, good night.
New York approach, this is UPS 506 Heavy, good evening. Request clearance to Miami. I have information. Alpha right now, ramp cargo.
UPS 506 Heavy, New York departure. Good evening, for the Miami International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure. The director is wavy that it's file. Maintain 5000, expect flight level 360, 1 minutes after departure. Departure is with me and squawk 1054.
UPS 506 Heavy, clear to Miami Airport, Kennedy 5 departure. Vector aside, climb 5,000 feet, then expect flight level 360. Frequency for departure is with you, squawk 1054.
This guy's breathing into the microphone like he's never been on a microphone
UPS 506, the reback correct. Push and start at your discretion. Runway 22 right for departure. Call for taxi. Kennedy altimeter 3012.
UPS 506 Heavy, will call you again for taxi. Thank you.
Yeah, please don't.
Etihad 11 Bravo Heavy's ready to contact to altitude. Okay, the German cargo, Lufthansa cargo 8050. Lufthansa cargo. You are unreadable on voice. Please only use text for now on, please. Etihad 101 Heavy, contact New York Center 125.32. Good night.
And American 17's ready for taxi at Alpha 1.
American 17 New York, hello. Runway 22 right at Whiskey. Taxi via November, Delta, Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey.
22 at Whiskey. Via November, Delta, Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey.
Etihad 11 Bravo's ready to contact to altitude.
Passing 3006, Etihad 11 Bravo.
Yeah, 11 Bravo Heavy, thanks. Turn left heading 040, currently maintain 11000.
Alright, we're finally off. Jeez, it's brutal. So they just recently did an update for this guy doesn't know where he's going. Good lord. Come on, dude.
I missed the call sign there, but
Out
Kilo
of the
Mike Oscar
way.
275. New York approach. Good evening, runway 22 right, taxi via Bravo Echo, cross runway 31 right.
So they recently did an update for the game, for the simulator. And it looks like they fixed some of the issues. However, it just restarted or reset all my default controllers and settings that I had. So it was a little bit of a hassle trying to get started today because all my original inputs that I had for the controllers were all out of whack once again. Jeffrey, thank you so much for the like. Appreciate it.
Approach, good evening, Elite 73.
And Julie, thank you so much for the like as well.
7383 New York, hello, clearance and request 10 by 1.
Alright, so this is Alpha. Let me see where he's got us going.
If you had 47 Romeo Heavy, can we expect a higher flight level, please?
And at 47 Romeo, supposed to contact New York 125.32, 125.32.
Contact New York 125.32, which had 47 Romeo.
Let's see if I can get the map of the airport.
Elite 7383 clearance available, advised when ready to tax. Clearance available, advised when ready to copy.
Ready, copy, 7383.
7383 clear to Miami, Rudy 7 departure, radar vectors LV, that is file. Maintain 2000 departures with May squawk 1001.
Roger, and Elite 7383 is clear to Palm Beach via Route 7, LV, that is filed, maintain 2000, squawk 1001.
Thank you, yep, and it is Palm Beach, my applied. Read the wrong box there, thanks. Your back is correct. Push start, your discretion, runway 24, call for taxi, Peterborough, altimeter 3009er.
Roger, back in 5.
Just trying to find the taxiway because I don't have the map in front of me. Alright, this is...
Central aircraft, Newark information, Bravo, now currently altimeter 3010.
This is Alpha 2.
If you had 10 Bravo, heavy contact New York Center, 125.32, good night.
I feel like there's like cars trying to run into me on purpose.
It's at 11 Bravo Heavy.
It's Romeo Bravo. So like this guy. Come on, man. Better stop. These letters are so small I can't even see them. That is Alpha 3. Let's see if I can see. So that's Bravo over there. Yeah, we're gonna get on Bravo.
My gas 275, westing, runway crossing 31 right.
After 275, cross running 31 right.
Your approach Air Canada 671, just passing waypoint, Helon 10,000, sorry, descending through 10,600 for 7,000.
Canada 671, New York approach. Hello, ILS 22 left this evening. The Newark altimeter 3010 and the ATIS is Bravo.
Perfect. We have Alpha, so we'll pick up Bravo and we'll altimeter 3010 and we'll hopefully planning the ILS runway 22. Again, 671.
Yeah, but it's 22 left. 22 left.
Sorry, yes, we have 22 left programmed anyways. Air Canada 671, we have 22 left.
New York approach, very good evening. United 687 Heavy at Newark, information Alpha on gate 126 Whiskey Admiral. Please to Houston.
And a 687 New York approach. Hello. ATIS is Bravo now. You can get that when you get a chance. Clear to the Houston Airport. Newark 4 departure. Director is Biggie as file. Maintain 2,500. Departure is with me. Squawk 1042.
So we have the
Alright,
probably
clear to Houston Intercontinental
full length on
with
the runway.
Newark
So
4,
that's
Biggie as
whiskey.
file, climb to 2,500,
whiskey.
squawk, or excuse me, departures with you, squawk
I feel like I need a
1042,
whiskey
pick up
right
Bravo
now.
prior to pushback, we'll call you next set for
All these taxi instructions.
United 687 Heavy.
687 Heavy, yep. Thanks. Your back is correct. Runway 2 Toronto Whiskey. Call for taxi.
2 Toronto Whiskey.
First Lead 7383, ready to taxi 24 left 2 row.
Lead 7383, squawk mode Charlie, please.
Good try.
Thank you. Lead 7383, runway 24, taxi via Quebec, cross runway 1.
Roger, 24, vehicle back cross runway 1, 7382.
New York departure, Kilo Mike Oscar, 275, currently moving to right.
Don't mind me, just
Killing Oscar,
cruising along here.
70, I'm sorry, Killing Oscar 275. Fly runway heading. No delay, please. The 170 at 9 or on a 22 right, clear for takeoff. Traffic is on a full mile final.
Gonna fly runway heading, 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, that's Kilo. I guess I'm going full length. Yep. And if I'm wrong, he's gonna rip me apart. It sucks when you don't have your iPad in front of you. Alright, I think that's whiskey. No, it's not whiskey. Oh man, whatever. This one whiskey?
American Canada 671 is going to maintain 6,000, flying 170.
That's not whiskey either.
Heading 170 down to 6,000.
Alright, last one and then I give up. Just gonna get on the runway.
New York, good evening, United 336, I fire to Indianapolis.
At 336 New York, hello. Go to the Indianapolis Airport, Newark 4 departure,
Whiskey.
vector Zims
There we
and
go.
it's filed. Maintain 2,500, departures with me, squawk 1050.
Clear to Indianapolis, New York 4 Zims, 2,500, departure with you, 1050, United 336.
At 336, thanks, your back's correct. Push start at your discretion, runway 22 right at Whiskey, call for taxi, the ATIS is Bravo.
22 right at Whiskey, 8
And
Bravo,
flight
United
attendants
336.
prepare for takeoff, please.
American 17, flight heading 190. The wind at Newark is 070 at 4, runway 22 right at Whiskey, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, flying 190, American 17.
Kilo Oscar 275 is ready to contact, stay altitude.
Going through 1500 right now.
Thank you, sir. You can fly in present
And
heading
Keith, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it.
Fly present heading, gonna climb and maintain 7,000.
And full power. Airspeed 11.
Coach, good evening, Virgin 127 Heavy.
Virgin 127 Heavy, New York approach, good evening. Squawk
And B1 rotate.
1067.
Okay, it's Squawk 1067, approaching 127
Pump the
heavy.
brakes, gear up. 2.
Near approach air
And 190 on the heading.
Any way we can step away for literally 2 minutes, we will not be moving.
Canada 671, that should not be a problem. Just report back, please.
Yep, we'll report back. Canada 671. Thanks.
Not a problem. Virgin 127 Heavy is going to contact just east of Calverton, flightable 220. Instead of maintain 900,000, expedite would be
Flaps coming up.
appreciated. Expect vectors, ILS 22 left. The Newark, Kennedy altimeter is 3013.
Okay, so we're planning for the hold here at Calverton. We'll expedite our descent out to 9,000. We'll expect 22 left and 3010 on the Alpha, so Virgin 127 Heavy.
Yeah, Virgin 127 Heavy, if you'd like to do the hold, that's fine. You should have enough time. I could swing you around a little bit longer if you need it.
Yeah, whatever's easiest for you, sir.
Alright, let's just continue on the arrival then, no problem.
Approach 11, Elite 7383, ready to go 24.
Late 7383, fly the Route 7 departure.
He wanted us at 2,500, so that's where we're at right now.
Fly Route 7, clear for takeoff 24, Elite 7383.
Kilo Mike Oscar 275, contact New York 125.32. Good night.
Going to 125.32, thanks for the help.
Give me 1 second on the comments. I think it forgot about me.
American 17 for the contact, the altitude.
2,700. Try to maintain 2,005.
American 17, not a problem. Thanks. Turn right, direct park. And try to maintain 1,000.
Right to park and 1,000 on the altitude, American 17.
Near approach air Canada 671 back. Thanks for that.
Not a problem. We can descend and maintain 4,000 for Canada 671.
Descend maintain 4,000 air Canada.
Elite 7383 is ready to contact, the altitude.
1,500.
Thank you, sir. You can just maintain the present heading for now and 2,000.
Present heading and 2,000.
Let's turn a little bit more.
And New York approach Virgin 127 Heavy. After Rover, we've got a direct for the ILS 22 left. Is there anything you'd like us to do after Rover?
Virgin 127 Heavy, you can expect the vector off of Rover.
Hey, have you Neo fly the add-on that you can use with career mode? I have not seen that yet over on Twitch. S. Suker. I have not seen it yet.
American 17, contact New York Center, 125.32. Good night.
5.32, American 17. Thanks for the assist.
Not a problem.
The New York approach is at 128.1.
12812. Thanks.
And American 17, New York approach, climbing 10,200 to 11,000.
American 17, New York Center, hello. Proceed direct to park, call maintain potable 380.
Direct park, climb and maintain 380, American 17.
Kilo Mike Oscar 275, confirm direct to Romeo Bravo Vector viewers.
Confirmed, Kilo Mike Oscar 275.
Yeah, looks like you're a bit off course right now, sir.
All right, above 10,000, we can push our speed up. Or we can let the computer manage the speed. Flying direct park. Even though technically we can turn a little bit to the left. Let our computer do the navigation for us. It was a beautiful day today in New Jersey. The sun was out, the weather was nice.
Triple Sol 23, leaving higher space, frequency change of route, good eye.
Leonardo Vieta, thank you so much for the like. Appreciate you. And folks, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're from. Don't be scared. I won't bite.
New York Center, lead 7383, 11,000.
And it says crashed a landing. Yeah, don't worry. You're going to get plenty of those. As soon as you learn different aircrafts, you're going to learn once in a while you're going to crash.
Direct weight up to 17,000, lead 73.
Are you planning on streaming this to Twitch at any time, or you just want to fly, learn how to fly? We got an error message on our TCAS standby. I think that's up here somewhere. I really don't want to mess with it because if I start hitting a button, yeah, you. There's nobody else in the comments right now. You're the only one. So what do you think? You want to do this for as a streamer, or you just want to learn how to fly? Yeah, I'm just having fun. That sounds good. Trust me, this whole streaming thing is not for everybody. I can tell you that. I'm still learning how to do it. And, I mean, it could be a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. Not going to lie. Who would watch a 7-hour flight? There was somebody that they posted a 12-hour flight from San Francisco to Lisbon on a 330, Airbus 330. And I'm not gonna, tell you that I sat there and watched the whole thing, but but somebody actually uploaded a video to YouTube. Yeah, tell me about it.
Elite 7383, call maintain portable 240.
240, 7383.
I mean, one day I want to do like a transatlantic flight, fly 7 or 8 hours straight. But I don't think I'm going to do it by myself, but see if another streamer wants to jump in with me. I want to do it 12 plus hours, but I want to get better at landing. Yeah, I would definitely learn how to get better at that, because it'd be a shame to go all the way on a 12-hour flight and then not stick the landing, you know? I heard a while ago they were planning to add a co-pilot option. Yep, they got it. Well, it's a mod, so there's another company that makes. It's called Your Controls. YOU, just like your, and then control. Your Controls. Google it. It's pretty cool. It's really easy to use. Both people will have to have. Well, what I would suggest is you know, don't do it with anybody or just anyone, because you have to give up your computer's IP address. So when you do it with somebody that you're confident is not going to try to access your computer, so you pretty much log into this this thing. You can even use VATSIM as well. So you both listen. You both have the same.
Have a good one.
The same ATC, and you can respond. And one guy will be on one side, and then the other guy will be sitting in the other seat. I mean, it's official, but it's not directly from Microsoft or Sobo Studios. It's a developer outside. I mean, I already used it. It's actually pretty cool, so. Coming up on our overspeed here. Very important, you don't want to go into the red slashes here. The higher you go, the closer this number comes down. So just in case you want to know, different altitudes will get you different overspeed warnings, and as well as stall warnings, which are below. If I were to pull back the throttle right now and go down, you'll see the red lines will also be on the bottom part. It would have been cool if it was like Elite Dangerous. You can invite someone to join you and you can see them in your ship. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool. There's a way, like if I wanted to do one stream and have me on webcam on one side of the screen, and then I could have somebody, I could still do that. They're going to have total control of the plane. So once you connect through this application, they have the same settings or same thing that you see in the plane, they have also on their side as well. So if I change my altitude, it's going to change the altitude on their side as well. The only thing you got to do is you got to make sure you pick the same exact plane from the game. So if you're in a 320, you got to stick with a 320. I mean, the guys that I mess with are streamers as well. And I'm not too worried about them, but I'm not gonna just invite, you know, somebody that I don't know to come in and say, hey, here's my IP address, have fun. Israel, I see you. Welcome to the stream. How do you like the livery? American. Going back to work, Israel, April 1st. I got my first trip back. little bit of turbulence, nothing too crazy. Let's see. Can't do it with anybody. Yeah, no, of course not. I'd like to know how to fix this Navi TCAS standby issue. Climbing up through 37, almost reaching our cruising altitude. Let's see who we got out there. Milo San XX. Another streamer or another flights enthusiast is out there. I'm just thankful I was able to get back up into the air because I was literally sweating before. There's always an issue with Streamlabs, the software we use to stream. And I've been talking to their tech support nonstop saying, you know, what's going on with this? Because you guys, every time I log out and log back in, the settings are always out of whack. So at least I got the USP situation under control. So right now nothing is dropping from the computer. We can import our flight plan from SimBrief just like that. We got a little bit of weather here, so you can actually scan. We're gonna split right between these storm cells here. It's definitely gonna be a long one, so I'm in it for the long haul. So hopefully we get there pretty quick. Nice little add-on by the fly-by-wire. So you have to have a certain development for this iPad so you can actually have it and see it. I don't think the first officer has it. No, he doesn't. It would be cool if they put like a taxi diagram on this thing so you can see where you're going when you're on the ground. Because those letters are super tiny. I can't even see anything. And I even wear glasses, so. So Suker, have you had any issues with anything else that I can help you with, maybe? Now would be the perfect time to ask, you know? See, we're holding 38,000. We're not overspeeding, which is good. Go ahead and turn off that seatbelt sign. I heard somebody they did like an 8-hour flight and they went to bed. They put the plane in autopilot, left the computer running overnight, and then they woke up the next day to land the plane. I think that's hilarious. Alright, so we're going to be here a little bit, so Might as well make myself comfortable. I haven't heard anything else from ATC, so we do have some Atlanta centers on using VATSIM. Atlanta, I think, is too far away from us. Syracuse, like what else they got over here? No, that's it. There's probably not going to be another controller on, unless once we get closer to the range, they might have like a Cleveland Center, Ohio. So we're going to see when we get closer if they send me something. Guys, if you're just tuning in, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to smash that like button. If you're feeling real, adventurous, if you want to drop me a comment, say hello, where you're from, I'll be sure to interact with you guys. And Alan's in the chat. What's going on, Alan? I always miss you, of course. Somebody's down there flying low. Alan, thank you so much for the like. Appreciate you. It's been slow and steady. We're outside of Jersey now. We're somewhere in PA. Technically, we can leave his frequency. We don't really need to be on New York Center. There's a checkpoint for you. Alert. Company left, so I came for a visit. Okay, cool. Cool. Good to see you have people over. Entertaining them.
American 17, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, American 17, thanks for the assist. Alright.
Good evening, Delta 1144.
We're out of here.
Flight level 315,000.
I mean, I could switch over to the emergency frequency.
Hello, squawk 7161.
But,
Alright, we'll squawk 716.
we could stay with him. Listen to the traffic controllers.
13 New York Center, good evening, sir. Proceed direct. Peggy, call maintain level 220.
Alright, Biggie, and climb flight level 220 to Deborah, 360.
Delta 1144, got a contact over CL, Newark, level 304, cross Hogs, out of maintain, flight level 180.
Alright, cross Hogs, maintain 180, Delta 1144.
I was literally on for 17 minutes, sweating bullets because I couldn't figure out what was going on with the sound again. And then finally I switched something over, restarted it, and it popped back up. So we're good to go. Yeah, this beautiful little bird. God, how I missed you. Look at the contrails behind us. Pretty cool, right? We got ourselves a full moon again tonight. Found a copy of Flight Sim X and loaded it so I could start to learn. Oh, cool. I don't have any experience with Microsoft Flight Sim X, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy to navigate around.
New York Center, hello, extension 393, 13 Delta for 15,000, heading 250.
393, New York Center, hello, sir, consider Becky, call maintain for level 380. Biggie 380, exit 393. Kilo Mike Oscar 275, leaving my airspace, frequency change of route, good.
Got a bunch of my coworkers tuning in tonight. They stopped in and actually just sent me a text message asking where I was, and I said, well, if you come to my stream, you see exactly where I am. So I have one coworker. She's a fanatic for San Francisco. She loves San Francisco, and she just texted me. She said she'll come through and say hello and drop a like, but she's planning her next walk because she likes to walk the bridge, the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. So every time she goes over there, she loves that bridge so much.
Santa Devon 2213. Is it possible to get a vectors towards Biggie? For some reason the SNC deleted it.
Number 2213, and over the slow heading.
And Sanja Holland with the follow. Thank you so much, Sanja. I was just talking about her, and look, she popped up.
New York Center, UPS 506, heavy road, point runway, future right.
Get 506 New York Center, you stand by on that.
Stand by 506.
So we're still squawking 7160. Turn on the lights because it's gonna get dark pretty quick. Would be cool if I could lock my door. Hey, this guy's going to Narita from New York. Okay.
New York Center, good evening.
What is that? Come
American
on.
Reminder 200.
American 200, New York Center, rotor contact, call maintain 12 down.
If he screams again, I'm switching the channel.
2000, American 200.
It's one thing you can't control is how loud they're going to be when they come over the radio. One of these days, I'm going to do a San Francisco flight. I'm going to fly all the way from New York to San Fran. Hey, Sancha. Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about you. Israel is floating around. If you know Israel, Walker, he's floating around somewhere. I was just telling everybody, one of these days I'm going to do a San Francisco flight.
What if he
oh boy!
Your present heading, please.
Now I'm getting all these flight attendants joining the stream. Okay, I see you. Thank you, Mandy, for the follow. Appreciate you. Sanja, you sharing my stream to the whole world? Is that what you just did?
9501, thanks. New York Center, hello again. You're ready to contact, turn right.
Like, come on, how cool is this? If you get sick or if you stay home and you're feeling like you need to get out and you want me to fly you somewhere,
I cannot accommodate that because of LaGuardia.
And you want to be on American, you just come join me. I know Israel's there. I know you're there. I know. What a lot of people don't know is the comments actually help me, because when you start dropping in comments, it becomes more and more popular.
That's 1144 cross
you can talk about whatever you want. It doesn't make a difference.
The Kennedy altimeter 3013.
So if you talk to me about anything you want, then it goes up a notch on Facebook Gaming, and it becomes popular. And then people start joining because the conversation's hot. You know, even if you want to talk about like drama or something. Just got to keep those ratings up. I know once you get cruising, there's not much to do up here. It's like you just listen to the radio, and now we're just switched over frequency, so because I don't want to keep hearing the guys screaming into the microphone. I mean, we're just pretty much doing what pilots do. They just sit up here, look at the weather, Weather's perfect. Just crossed another checkpoint. Hyper. Sanja said hello and she ran out of here. Okay, Sanja, I see you. You just remember that next time you need me to go walk the bridge with you. I am going to work on getting some views to go inside the aircraft where the passengers are. I don't think I have those views set up yet. I don't. I really want to get that going, and then I'm going to find a way to get passengers as well. Like right now I can give you like people, you can hear people talking in the back. Oh wait, for my flight attendants, you guys are gonna love this. So, well technically, I already ran it, but I can run it again real quick. So I actually have the flight demo for American Airlines. And I played it before, however my sound wasn't working. So check this out.
Welcome to your American Airlines flight.
How cool is that, Israel? Come on.
To one of more than 300 destinations.
In countries across the globe.
Made possible by our more than 130,000 dedicated team members.
That's awesome, right?
We all do it for one reason.
All right, this girl has such a cheesy smile, but...
So let's go over some in-flight instructions so that we can get you safely on your way.
So I kind of like put each monitor in the back so it looks like everybody's watching it together.
Pull the strap to tighten.
All right, I won't bore you with the whole video. But yeah, so that's supposed to start off the stream. And then I had it on before, but the sound wasn't working, so nobody could hear it. Let's go back to my other view real quick. There we go. So yeah, so I could do that with pretty much any airliner. If I fly a different airliner, I could just get their safety demo. Actually, Air France came out with their own safety demo, or a new safety demo. It looks really, really good. I have it downloaded. I just have to get an Air France plane to play it on because it looks silly if I play it on American Airlines. So, all right, let me go through these comments real quick. Dancing girls would help to bring in followers. Oh yeah, right. The only thing I have is my flight attendants in the corner. For example, when there's a new follower, well, you know what it looks like. So, you got this one. And then you have when you donate stars. Then you got this one. This is the only dancing flight attendant I have. Okay, now it's gonna be on crazy mode. Let me pause it for a second. Yep, let me pause it. Let's see, Alan said, I mean, I will add stuff to it, but I've been so busy right now getting ready to go back to work. So my priority right now is to make sure I can fit into my uniform. So, and then obviously doing laundry and, you know, getting things together, because as of the 1st, I'm out there, I'm going. So I got to make sure I fit into my uniform with this quarantine weight that I gained. So yeah, so once I get a moment, I'll try to add some more things to the stream to kind of make it fun and exciting. I'm up for suggestions too, so Alan, if you got any suggestions or anybody else. And then Alan says, did you get the new hubs? I did get new hubs. However, I'm probably going to return these, go with the same brand, and then go with something less, because I bought 16 ports, and I'm only technically using 5 out of those 16 per unit. So it makes sense just to downgrade and go with the smaller size, and then just have multiple ones of those. Because I literally have all these ports that are wide open and they're not doing anything, and I paid $60 or $70 for each one. So, but they seem to be working. I haven't flashed the BIOS yet. I have to go to Main Gear directly. I have to go to the company that built the PC for me. I have to have them update the BIOS because there's still some USB issues. But right now everything is holding down, so we're running. And Israel says, nice, that's awesome. FS version is so much more advanced than FS22, which I've had for years. Oh, really? Had this before, huh? I did not know. Oh my god, I thought my flight sim froze for a second. I was like, why can't I move the screen? That's cool, Israel. I didn't know you were into flight sim. I do have a camera as well, but unfortunately I'm not going to turn it on because my hair is a hot mess. I'm having one of those bad hair days, which I have to get a haircut as well, but I'm waiting until the final day before I expose myself out on the in the hair salons and stuff. So. Justin Parker, what's going on, dude? Hello from KATL Atlanta. Atlanta in the house. What's going on? I was a virtual AA pilot with flight sim. Oh, really? Get out of here. So we got something in common then, huh? Both like flight simming, and we both work for AA. Justin, are you based in Atlanta, or are you just, because you shouted that out pretty accurate with the K in front of it? Do you fly out of Atlanta? Is that why you knew the airport code? That is cool to know. Actually, the sun is slowly coming down. It looks like we're crossing over some ridges here. Let's see where that is. Where are we at on the map? I would say that's like somewhere like over PA. Maybe further, a little bit south of PA. You guys want to see some weather instead of like a nice clear day? I'm gonna add some clouds or some violent weather. I've been playing Arma 3 and a fan of helicopters, so planning to get DCS and Microsoft Flights. Oh, cool. I've heard of DCS. That is one that has more like realistic fighter jets and stuff. You can actually shoot people down. Is that what I was reading? Is that accurate? And the helicopter, right now, I've tried it. I honestly can't get it to work effectively. I can get it off the ground, but I know they made like an Airbus version. I believe it's an H-135, I think they call it. But for some reason, I can't get the helicopter off the ground. So I've tried messing with the settings, and then sometimes you throttle up and the throttle goes and then it goes back down. It's just a hot mess right now. So I'm waiting for more of a stable design. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't work effectively, I guess, because they really didn't think too much about it. They just rushed it. So about that weather, let's see if we can add some more realistic. This is live weather right now. We have clear skies, few clouds, which makes the plane go crazy. I don't know what happened to my airspeed, but it just dropped. Climbing back up. I've been reading the FFA helicopter handbook in my free time. Yeah, so what have you learned? Anything interesting? I'm an Air Force veteran. I was aerospace ground equipment mechanic for 6 years and drove the flight line. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for your service. I would never be able to do it, so I tell people all the time, thanks for your service, but you know, I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. So I admire people that that serve the country in the military, of course. We got broken clouds. We got overcast. Here's our overcast. Got rain. Even snow. Actually, let me not do snow because I'm gonna get iced up. And the crazy part is you could do broken clouds and then you can raise the clouds up. So you'll be flying this high up. Fly right through them. My thanks also to Justin. Yeah, Alan. I mean, it's pretty cool. I get a lot of veterans that come through the stream, which is pretty cool. I used to work for a company. I'll tell you a fun fact about me. I used to work for a company that we helped. I wouldn't say. Let me see if donating is the right word. We worked on getting better prices for a foundation out here in the East Coast, Northeast. That is. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you haven't. It's called the Siller Foundation. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And so they do the tunnels to towers, and they also do like the veterans programs where they'll have like a disabled vet, and they'll build them like a state-of-the-art home with all the things that and these are guys that lost their limbs, legs, arms, or things like that. And then they would build these houses, like all this technology into them, like voice-activated lights and things to make their life a little bit better. And they legit, I don't know like the back end of it, but I know they donate these homes to these veterans. So I don't know how it works, if they have to qualify or... But I know my company, we did a lot of the designs for like the kitchens and stuff, and yeah, I worked with people that were part of that organization, and it was really cool to see like the end result, the end project with the homes and stuff. Let's see. Are you a pilot professionally? No, I'm not a commercial pilot. However, I am I'll call it a student pilot for right now. I am working on my certificates, even though everybody calls them licenses. I have about 90 hours behind the controls of a Cessna 172. So I do know a little bit about flying. I always try to be humble and say that I know a little bit. I'm not going to say I know a lot, because there's still a lot more information to learn. So every day I'm learning. There's a program in my neighborhood who built 2 homes and gave them away for veterans. That's awesome. It might even be the same foundation, because I mean there's a ton of them across the country, but And guys, if you're just jumping in, don't forget to smash that like button if you're enjoying the content, hanging out with us today. We got a lot of great people in the chat. If you want to chat it up, talk about aviation, anything you want, really. But if you want to talk more about aviation, I'm game, so. And if you want to be notified next time I go live, just type !notify in the chat. It will let you know whenever I activate another live stream. And we'll do cool things. We'll switch it up, fly different destinations and stuff, and fly different planes when they're stable enough to fly. I could have gotten my private license using my GI Bill, but I don't trust myself flying or others' lives. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something personal about me, okay? There's a lot of people that probably feel the same way about me flying a plane. And when I first started, you know, I love being in the air. There's some things that I don't like more than others. So when I went solo and my instructor said, hey, you're ready to go, and I kind of gave like the deer in the headlight looks out the window like, are you sure? So obviously he was confident enough to let me go and take a plane up into the sky by myself. So the minute you leave the ground when you're solo and by yourself, that feeling of, you know, I just did it or I can do it, it gets like 100 times more stronger than as soon as you lift off the ground. So even though you think you can do it, because you know, I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I had doubt as well. You know, when I was going through all this, it's a lot of information to learn. It's a lot of stuff to memorize. You know, and I had my doubt. I had my days where I couldn't stick the landing, and it was pretty bad, and I was getting hammered by my instructor. And there's days I walked out of it and I said, what am I doing? Why am I even doing this? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with this, you know? Emmanuel Castillo, thank you so much for the like. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the notify, Emmanuel. Appreciate you. I guess it's my attention to detail, which I learned in the Air Force, but still miss steps even as a mechanic. Yeah, I mean, we're human, you know? You can't expect us to get everything right every single time. Well, when you're flying, you should try to get everything right, but there are times where, you know, pilots make mistakes, and they still do it today, you know? I guess I'll whip out the old, because I didn't do this the other day. I came on stream, just an example of somebody making a mistake. I don't know if you guys heard the news, but there was a pilot, and they actually came back now and said where it was from. So it was a pilot from Southwest Airlines. He was out in San Jose, California. It's SJC, Sierra Joseph Charlie. And he got his mic stuck when he was talking to the tower. And he said some pretty graphic stuff. Well, he used profanity and stuff. So I actually have the clip. I actually weeded out the ATC and found it, not to get him in trouble or anything, but just to get a good laugh, because again, it is a little political. He does talk about liberals for some reason. I'm not going to really talk about politics on this page because that's not what it was designed for. But he expressed his displeasure with the airport and with that location, which I thought was hilarious because he was having a meltdown. Yeah, I think the FAA talked to him. You know, hey, you can't do that. So let me play that for you guys. Just warning, if you have any kids nearby, there is graphic language, so please cover their ears. or step away from the stream at this time, but I am going to play it. So let's listen in.
21.3 is ready to go.
So here he says he's ready to go, as in he's ready to take off. I would not want to fly with as a passenger. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. And imagine being the co-pilot with this guy.
Yeah, fuck this place. Goddamn liberal fuck.
So he says, F this place. Goddamn liberal Fs.
Probably like 8 guns out here somewhere, as it is. Fucking weirdos.
He says, effing weirdos.
Probably driving around that fucking Hyundais. Fuck.
Probably drive around with Hyundais.
Fucking lower than shit and go slow as fuck.
And last calling on tower, that's 12410 hot mic.
If you don't have balls in this, you're fucking rolling coal.
Oh man. So the pilot, the controller heard him. He started laughing afterwards, and he was like, "You're on tower frequency with a stuck mic." Oh, let's go back real quick.
And last calling on tower, that's 12410 hot mic.
If you don't have balls in this, you're fucking rolling coal.
Of course, I know that.
Damn it. There's Southwest 531's ready to go.
So the guy, Southwest is ready to go. So
Southwest 531 tower, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 30 right, Southwest 531.
And that sounds like the co-pilot, because now that I put 2 and 2 together, because when I was listening to the traffic control, I didn't hear any other planes taking off. I only heard planes, in the pattern or whatever. And I think that the co-pilot, I think the captain realized, or I'm assuming it's the captain, he realized he had a hot mic, and then the first officer was just rushing to get out of there as quickly as possible. So then he takes off, and then he, I'm assuming, he also gets the frequency exchange incorrectly, so I'm dying. So the first officer's probably embarrassed.
Proceed on course, center reads airspace at above 1,500.
Enter regional view at above 1,500, 5 go.
So this guy was in the...
62 Golf, radar search terminating, keep squawk code contact, read 119.8.
Say again, 506 Golf.
This is another guy.
Golf, contact, read 119.8. Have a good night.
Thank you, 119.8, 506 Golf.
And then... let's see if we can catch the contact your departure, and then he stays on the frequency, comes back, and then you could tell that he's actually in a better mood just by his...
That's 531 still.
Oh, there it is, right there. It sounds like he's got the...
contact, departure, have a good night.
Switch to departure, that's 531 still.
It sounds like he's got the hiccups. So he doesn't switch over to departure, stays on tower, and then comes back. Come on. I guess he's fumbling through the channels, trying to find the right frequency.
Hey, departure, that was 531, how you doing? Coming up 2,000 to 5,000.
That's still on tower.
Yep.
So it sounds like he's in a better mood. However, just to show you that people make mistakes all the time, even veteran pilots. This guy is, just by his voice, I mean, hate to say this, but he does sound a little bit older, because you really can't tell from a voice sometimes, but I feel that he was a little bit older. Alan says, we all have our bad days. Yes, we do, Al. Israel says, oh my. And I came to the stream late. What's your flight plan? Oh, we're flying Newark, KEWR. Newark Liberty to Dallas Fort Worth, DFW. We're flying into Dallas, not Midway. Oh wait, that's Chicago. Not the other one. What's the other one? Above Fort Worth, where Southwest flies into. Is it Southwest? Yeah, it is. I taught in literacy school, but do not remember expressing feelings I had. Man, sounds like he has been drinking. Please contact me at 119. Please do not respond to this message. Indiana Center. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and switch over. We got our frequency. Indiana Center. Now I'm actually going to have to do some work.
Kilo Victor Bravo Whiskey automated weather observation.
What is that?
000. Wind 279er@20. Visibility 5.
No.
600 feet scattered 10,600 feet scattered 12,600 feet scattered.
And Center American 19 is with you at flight level 380.
Is that American 17 or 19?
Correction, American 17. I think I said 19. Sorry about that.
No worries. American 17, Indy Center. Good evening. Ident.
Let's give them idents. An ident, American 17. Uh-oh. Don't tell me he can't see my radar.
Center German Cargo 549, level 10,000.
And American 17's radar contact 50 miles to the east of the Charleston Viewer, level 380. German Cargo 549 Heavy, climb maintains level 350.
So you pretty much said that we were, let's see, 5 miles. It's probably this one here. EKN. That's a VOR. But normally they use the VORs as like a reference point. Or this one here, I forget which one he had said. Just goes to show you, people make mistakes all the time. Like me calling out the wrong flight number.
Delta 4498, Indy Center, squawk 6610.
Sounds like he's been drinking, Justin said. Yeah, it does.
209, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
Matthew says, I wish I had that game. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
FedEx 5093,
Israel said, love field. Yes, thank you, Israel. Love field.
That's maintain 4,000, FedEx 5093.
And in Microsoft Flight, can you have a real player in there as a co-pilot seat?
VOR, level 340.
Yes, there's actually a way to do it. It's called your controls.
Delta 1098, descend across Jackie.
It is a mod that you can add. You have to run it separately outside of the game.
2986.
I don't know if Microsoft Flight is going to come out with their version of it.
Delta 109,
but you can fly with another person. Like if I was doing a live stream,
descend across Jackie.
If I do a live stream, I can have somebody else talking as well with me.
10,000.
They'll be handling the controls, and I'll just be flying the plane. Or handling the radios, I should say.
Delta 1098.
Delta 1098, the Cincinnati altimeter 2986.
Altimeter 2986, Delta 109.
Let's see how long we've been going. About 1 hour 14. About probably like an hour, maybe. Been flying. I think we got off the ground pretty quick.
American 1262 Indy Center, standby just a minute.
Well, being a professional simulator, you would think they would have a real
American
co-pilot. Yeah, I mean, listen, they came this far. They have VATSIM, which gives you live ATC, you know, and I can only assume they're gonna tweak things and add things to it.
Give you a general idea of where you're at.
There's so much already in it that you can do. So I wouldn't expect them to be rolling it out that fast because it does take a while to build these systems.
We are
Actually, speaking of Copilot, let me switch over to the Copilot seat.
American standby. November 7710 Bravo. The wind is Indianapolis 200 at 5 on departure. Fly runway heading 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff 23 right.
Let me see here.
5093. Let's see here.
Here we go.
You can make a turn heading 270. Vectors 423.
Somebody had told me to turn these monitors off. Monitors off.
And then vectors to 23 left for FedEx 5093.
Is it this button here? No, it's not. So they got a little
1707
chrono key here,
Yeah, I think we're top
which is pretty cool. So say they say, 5 minutes after departure or whatever, you're going to turn 190 or whatever. You can actually click this and it'll give you a little timer down here. Like that.
German cargo 549
So I'll be
heavy.
counting off
center
here.
at 133.65.
You can also set it on this one as well.
3365.
I thought that was pretty cool. Like if say you're running a pattern and they want you in a hold and you know exactly it takes you 1 minute, but you can actually time yourself on there.
Alright, FedEx 1593, descend
That's in the available on Microsoft Flight
keep that
Sim
left
X.
turn heading
The answer to that is yes.
00. Join the runway 23 left localizer.
There is various simulators that they support, and I know X is on there.
10 Bravo, get your radar contact, report altitude passing.
They have definitely, Justin. 100%.
7710 Bravo, climb and maintain full level 300, and you can proceed direct to Hoosier VOR. It's Oscar Mike.
Okay, direct Hoosier VOR up to 300.
Let me go ahead and move my navigation screen into my flight panel. I do have a flight panel as well outside of the simulator that I fly with. So I'm running 10 Logitech panels, flight instrument panels. It would be cool if I can adjust the altitude from here, from the outside, instead of having to touch it, but I haven't gotten there yet. Another 100 years, Skynet will be flying us. Skynet will be active. That is 100% sure.
FedEx 1593, we got the localizer.
Trying to figure out why this
American
changed
1262,
here.
I don't show you my airspace. Unfortunately, I'm just way too busy to try to find you for a second. You're going to have to be patient with me. Just hold on a minute.
So it's cool that, the first officer can monitor one thing, captain can monitor another. They don't have to be on the same
at or above
screen.
3000, clear Dallas, 23 left approach.
Terrain can be on.
Alright, cross Seabird at or above 3000, cleared ILS approach 23 left, FedEx 1593.
Okay, American 1262, you're in Washington's airspace, monitor Unicom 122.8, we'll see you. American 1262, you're in Washington's airspace, monitor Unicom 122.8, we'll see you.
We still got a little bit to go. Let me just grab a bottle of water real quick. I'll be right with you. Hold on 1 second.
FedEx 5093, the wind is Indy 200 at 523 left, clear land.
Clear land 23 left, FedEx 5093.
All right. Oh, Justin, you don't know who's flying? Let me show you. I call him Autopilot. Maybe you've heard of him. Here's your pilot right there. Don't ask me about the craft. I'm studying the Puma checklist for DCS, still saving for DCN's anti-torque pedals and cycle sights and collective. Oh, for okay, for helicopter. Yeah. I always get that word mixed up.
This plane and land it? Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I have no idea who's flying the plane though. Oh man, I can't wait to add more. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go in with these memes, I swear. It's gonna be ridiculous. Best movie ever. You bet your ass it was the best movie ever. I'm like into corny, cheesy movies, so I know Soul Plane was up there. That thing was ridiculous. Like ridiculous. It's kind of like me, like, wait, you don't know how to fly? Like you say you know how to fly, but you don't know how to fly a plane? That's gonna be me. I was like, I really don't know how to fly.
1351 360.
Delta 1351 Andy Center 50.
Louis Center, Oscar Papa with you, 20 miles off of Louis International.
Charlie 60 Oscar.
Alan says, how can you fly with all of our distractions? I mean, you could tell when I come in for a landing or when I do takeoffs, I'm really not reading the comments. But now I have a second monitor, which I have to hang hopefully soon. I want to hang it instead of hanging it off my tower because it's putting pressure on my tower. So I want to hang it up and put it right next to my other monitor. So technically I'll have 3 monitors all the way around me. I have a smaller Samsung that matches the TV, same brand and everything. So, but it's a 27-inch, so I can see the comments now as they're coming through. Before I had to flip back and forth between the game and the simulator and the comment section. Nancy, what's going on? How are you doing? Glad you can make it, Nancy.
Radar contact 16 miles to the east of the Louisville Airport. Descend and maintain 4,000. You can expect 17 left.
4,000, expecting 17 left off Papa.
So one thing that pilots do up here is they monitor weather. So they can switch it to this one here and then flip on their radar, which is actually activated here. A little bit of weather out here, a little bit of patches. So like say there was like a hot spot in our direct path, they would get on the radio with ATC, or they can even do it through the flight computer.
Charlie 60 Oscar Papa flight 300 vectors for your D.
You can actually do it through here. Request. And then I could type in direct whatever or different altitude, speed,
off the runway at
and then you type in due to weather.
FedEx 5093, welcome to Indy Delta 2.
Like I could bypass a point. I'm not going to do it.
Delta the ramp, thanks for the service.
But like say for example, we had a point here, and we had weather, and the next point we had. Let's see if I can zoom out. Probably can't. But like say we were ARG, and we wanted to go to Meow, and the weather was like here, and we could bypass that by going around. We can go direct, so I can actually submit a request from the computer straight down to ATC, and then ATC can respond either through the computer or through the radio. So you don't jam up the radio frequency too much. You can do it through here. It's much easier as long as if you could see it ahead of time. Just another thing that pilots do when they're up here. They're not just, you know, taking a nap or getting drunk. One of these days, I'm gonna have them build a plane just for the flying stew. I'm gonna see if I can put my decal like right here, and then change the aircraft nose number, tail number. Like right now, I think it's set. And November 653 Alpha Whiskey. We can actually change that.
1098 flighting 360 vectors
if you wanted to.
Left.
Just flying through the clouds, no big deal. Invisible feet on the pedals. Yeah, there's a way to add the pilots in here.
Vectors for 1A left.
Actually, let me see if I can do that now. I doubt it, but...
and expect vectors for 1A left. Expect 109.
That's landing, pilot. There's a way to add him.
Charlie 6, Oscar Papa is 7 miles from Slugger, turn left heading 200, maintain 3000 till established, cleared ILS 17 left approach.
I gotta Google and see.
Heading 200 for 17 left, Oscar Papa.
So yeah, if you touch the rudder pedals, like I just did, you got invisible feet. Working visible cockpits, cockpit mod,
Delta
mods,
1098, fly heading 020.
02.
I think I got it, guys. Let me see here. Is there a way or a mod to make the co-pilot visible inside the cockpit? Realize the model isn't animated. I asked this before in the official. They said yes. There's no co-pilot or cockpit view. However, co-pilot can be seen from the outside view. I don't want that. I want to be inside and see him. Maybe there's a trick. The outside view has people in the cockpit. The outside seems to share the same plane model. At least that's when switching views. The exterior cockpit pilot visible. No idea how to reproduce it.
Delta 1984, stay Mach speed.
In cockpit view, if you zoom back enough, sometimes the pilots will pop in
November
to the view. This leads me to believe there's a value somewhere.
Mach point.
It's just a lot of information, but people don't actually come up with a solution.
Delta 1984, reduce speed to 0.75.
0.75, Delta 1984.
Charlie 6, Oscar
No worries,
Papa,
it's
the
amusing.
land
It's
at
okay that
Louisville
we have our
170,
inflatable co-pilot.
17 left, cleared land.
I was going to put him inside.
That
would be hilarious. But that's an Airbus, though. It's like if you're staring from the outside window. You can see them when you zoom in. See? I just love these engines. They're so like perfect. So for my aviation nuts, what kind of engine is this? And when I say engine, I just, what type? I just mean like the model. You don't have to tell me that it's a turbine engine.
November 7710 Bravo, fly heading 250, vectors for sequencing, please.
250 on the heading for Gulfstream 10 Bravo.
Alan says a big one. Funny arm of 3 you can see from the neck down using the IR headset from 360 GE something. They are made by GE. Some of them are. It does have a maximum flight level of 39,000 feet.
Center, good afternoon. United 687 heavy level.
United 687 heavy, Indy Center, good evening. High deck, please.
There it is. I was looking for it. It's a LEAP engine, 1A26. So LEAP is by GE. So these should be the 320 Neos new engine option.
Heavy freighter, contact 8 miles to the east of the Charleston.
Better fuel efficiency. Better fuel burn. That's a nice picture right there. CFM 56. You were close. Khalif, what's going on, brother? Let's see. Yeah, this one is different, but there is a CFM 56 as well.
Delta 17.
Khalif dropping the airplane knowledge. Okay. That's what I like to see. I know everybody has access to Google, though. Did you know that off the top of your head, though?
Delta 1098, turn left, heading 270.
Left to 270.
Damn, he said that like he's trying to get his attention. I went to aviation school before. Did you really? Okay. Which one did you go to? Did you go to the one over in Vaughan by LaGuardia? Dowling College. Okay, cool. That's dope, though. How come you didn't pursue like a mechanic? Because you know anybody could be. Well, I don't want to say it like that, but like right now, you don't have to have like a big degree, I should say, to become a mechanic. I mean, you have to have a certain degree, but you have to pass your FAA licenses or your certifications. Baby girl was born. Oh, okay. Hey, man, it's never too late. They're going to grow up sometime, right? You're still a young brother. That's why I'm petrified. If I end up finding somebody and then having get married and having a kid, I really don't want to derail my plans, you know?
3365, have a good night, Delta 1984.
Still get right back into it, though. I thought about being a mechanic for Delta, but did not want to live
November 7710 Bravo, direct pocket
Kilo ATL. Yeah, I mean,
direct pocket cities, the DOR, and
I will tell you this, though, Justin.
Delta 1098, turn
we have a
left
ton of
heading
mechanics. They don't even live
210,
where they
join the
work.
1-8 left localizer.
So-
Report when you have the field sight.
You don't have to live in Atlanta to be a mechanic for
Delta
Delta.
210, and I will report what we have to
You would just have to
Delta
commute every day
210.
and then have like a second place to live. If say your schedule is like 5 days in a row, obviously you can't. I mean, you could probably fly back and forth every day, but trust me, there's people that coworkers of mine that do it now. They jump on a plane, they go to work, they'll sleep at the airport. We have like a shower and a thing at the airport. They change, they sleep there, or they get like a crash pad, $300 a month, and they can just have like a second apartment. I guess you can deal with the traffic. Yeah, you don't want to talk to me about traffic.
For Delta 1098,
New York's ridiculous.
Right?
I have to drive through New York to get to the airports. Oof. Let me tell you, it's brutal. I think my favorite time, unfortunately,
1098 cleared, station approach.
and it is sad to say, when COVID first hit, there wasn't a single car out on the road. And boy, I was loving that part. Not a single car on the road. I could get to work in like 30, 35 minutes. And normally with traffic, it takes me like an hour and a half, 2 hours in bumper-to-bumper traffic. Crash pad sounds bad. Yeah, if you're a pilot, post during COVID, air traffic is not too bad. No, it's not. It's not, but it's starting to pick up though. The vaccine is helping. The commitment, the clean commitment that the airlines do, that's also helping as well. The HEPA filters on these bad boys, they circulate the air like every couple of minutes. The air is circulating in the plane. It's capturing like, they say it's like 90, almost over 90% effective of capturing the particles from the air. I mean, I don't know how true that is. I'm not an expert on filtration, but I can tell you though, the amount of people that are traveling, and they, when they get on the plane, the first thing they do is they wipe down their section. So the plane is getting cleaned so much between the passengers and the ground personnel, and then again the people that come in again and wipe everything down before they sit down. So honestly, I think that it's probably the safest place to be is on a plane.
Delta 1098, the wind at Cincinnati, 170.
I noticed flight radar 24 at night, it's very quiet. Yeah, I've been looking to, when I was trying to find that pilot hot mic, I noticed San Jose was pretty quiet.
3 miles to the west of the Pocket City VOR for level 370. You can expect the ILS. Runway 17 right approach.
The crazy part is I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to like post the guy make a mistake on my page. However, I felt like, I was throwing him under the bus. And there's people out there that have pages dedicated to memes and dedicated to like people making like these Karen moves, or what's the opposite for a guy? Karen. Pretty much he was acting like a Karen. And then, no offense to any Karens out there, by the way, but I wanted to like post it, but I didn't want it to go viral. I'm not saying that my page is so hot that everybody would share it automatically, but I felt like if I would have posted it, somebody would have said something about him being political, calling everybody effing liberals and stuff, or in that area. So I didn't want to like get in hot, didn't want to get mixed up with all the drama about it, so. Is the air just filtered or is it purified via UV light? I don't think there's UV light going into those things. I don't think there is. I think it's just filtration, but the HEPA filters they say they're pretty good. So since I got a good audience tonight, what would you like to see added to the flight sim? Like if there's something out there that's available that I can get and put onto the flight sim. It could be anything from memes to videos to clips to mods to planes to liveries, anything that you'd want to see. Autopilot phone, she knows.
Delta 4498, Chicago Center 134.87.
134.87, thanks for serving that bridge.
UPS 656 Heavy, descend across Cherry at maintain 10,000, movable altimeter 2984.
Cross Cherry.
Like anything at all. It doesn't have to be just Microsoft Flight Sim. It could be anything. Like you want to see more funny videos. You want to see aviation-related video clips shoot across the screen. If you listen very closely, you can hear the passengers talking in the back.
November 771 Sierra Bravo, are you with Memphis Center now? Alright, for some reason that didn't go through. November 771 Sierra Bravo, contact Memphis Center 133.65.
132.65 for Gulfstream 1 Sierra Bravo. Have a good night.
Delta 1984, Indy Center, are you still with me? Delta 1984, if you are, contact Memphis Center 133.65.
This thing does also have, it's called Sim Sounds, so I can make different announcements. Like, I just got to figure out how to operate them because for some reason they're not working correctly. Let me see if this works. All right, let's see here. Descent bell. Yeah, I have that already in Sim Sounds. So that's what this was. The reaching 10,000 feet. So somebody got off the frequency before they were supposed to, I guess. So they just sent a message to the guy directly. So I have like different announcements in different languages. I have, let's see here. I have the safety demonstration as well. So, but I'm still trying to figure out how to work all these things. I know the wind kicks on when well, the wind's on now, but when you get lower to the ground, you hear the wind like you would hear on a regular plane. Alan says, I hear Chicago Center. How far south do they cover? Let's see.
Delta 1098, welcome to Cincy. You can taxi to the ramp via Tango. Thanks for
We're right here. So,
thank you to the run.
I would say like maybe,
thanks for the service.
like maybe 250 to maybe 400 nautical miles, maybe. It's a big area because they know they don't have that many controllers. So they might overstep where they're supposed to control. And then Nancy says, I love the video you made. Which one, Nancy? The one of me flying? Or because I'll be adding like different videos as I make them. I'll be getting back up in the air shortly this spring. So I'm going back to wrap up my certifications for the first part. So I'll be making more videos. I just have to fly solo because they have a strict policy on no GoPros in the flight deck. And let's see. Philly's got to get back to... Oh, yeah, sure, man. No problem. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate your support, dude. Have a good rest of your work shift, my man. You're still over at the MTA, right? And let's see... I just don't need to finish. Depending on ATC, border rate, or class. Yeah, it varies. Like with VATSIM, there's this program called VATSpy. It's an application you download, and then you install it on your computer.
1205, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
And right now it shows you like all the frequencies you got.
American 2105.
American 2105 Atlanta Centers, 132.97.
It'll tell you like the controllers.
132.97,
Let me see if I can click on the world.
American 17, contact Memphis Center, 133.65, 3365 feet.
There we go. Country and details, U.S. controllers. So right now there's, good lord, there's a lot of controllers on. There's Atlanta. Oh shit. Sorry. He told me to switch over. I think that either that or give me 1 second. And Memphis American 17 is with you at 380.
American 17, Memphis Center, good evening.
All right. Yes, sir. Made 5 years. Congratulations, my dude. It's good to hear. Let's see. Yeah, so Justin, as far as the ATC borders, yeah, there's like a map. It will tell you exactly.
91 at 98, Memphis Center, good evening.
It will tell you exactly who's on and what areas they cover. But in real life, it's kind of similar. Like every part of the country is divided into sections. You'll have your center controllers, which monitor planes like above a certain altitude. And then you have your ground controllers. The controllers that are monitoring planes that are above like 18,000 feet or higher, or even lower, depending on, you know, if it's New York, like it's like approach, if it's center. Center normally typically handles like the planes that are really, really high up.
Delta 1984, left turn direct blues.
And then they're in a dedicated building somewhere like,
Left turn direct blues, Delta 1984.
Could be like Washington, could be like Miami, depending on, I know Washington has like a big center, like a big building that has a bunch of controllers in it.
American 27, Memphis Center, good evening.
Yeah, my dad is not good with technology like tablets, so he was asking about FlightAware or something needed a tablet for Navi maps, GPS receivers. He wants to be a flight instructor. Okay. I mean, you can't go wrong with an iPad, to be honest.
Delta 1984, descend via the Blues 3 arrival, Memphis landing south to Memphis altimeter 2980.
I also have like
descend via the Blues 3 arrival, Memphis landing south 2980, Delta 1984.
I also have like other apps that track planes and stuff, so he's trying to pass his medical but having the lung issues. Oh boy. All right. I don't know what the criteria is as far as like what the FAA will whatchamacallit, there's an exemption for certain things as long as you get it cleared by a doctor and the FAA will allow for an exemption. You'd have to do a little bit more reading because I don't know as far as what if lungs are on there for an exemption. Nancy says, I love the sounds. Yeah, it's very soothing. He's 79 in August, so maybe you shouldn't risk it. I mean, there's guys that are up there in age that are doing instructor situations, you know. I know my the owner of my flight school, he's up there.
And Gulfstream 10 Bravo, you can resume normal speed.
Okay, resume normal speed for Gulfstream 10 Bravo.
He's
Delta 1984, you can resume normal speed.
He's over.
Resume normal speed, Delta 1984.
He's a retired American Airlines captain. Center American 17.
American 17, go ahead.
Just want to see if we'd be able to get a shortcut to Meow. He's like, what?
American 17, I don't see why not. Proceed direct Meow.
Direct Meow, American 17. Thank you. It says, I don't see why not. Turn into Meow. You guys like that checkpoint? Meow. 78 in August. Yeah, we talked about that, and Nancy said yes. Look at me, guys. I'm using the MCDU. So happy. Got a little bit of a shortcut. Or a direct route. Yeah, you listen here, Super Troopers. Yeah, we had a controller the other night. He was up in New York, and it was like, you know, American 17, turn right, 19 Meow. And I was like, what is he doing? He was goofing around the whole time. It was pretty funny. Said, you have yourself a Meow night. Let's see what we got here. See what our runway is. We'll start looking at that. I wish I could learn how to plug in some of these frequencies because you might need them one day. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna have to figure out what the temperature is over there and what the winds are, and hopefully we can get that out of the way. I also got to see if I can find the transition altitude and then our final for what runway we're going to use. It all depends sooner when we get closer to Justin said yeah, you listen. Oh yeah, I already read that one. And Justin, thanks so much for the notify, man. Appreciate you. I don't come on every single day, but you know, maybe tomorrow I'll do another stream, depending. I try to keep the weekends free, but today I had nothing going on, so I jumped on there. Take a look at the weather information for Dallas real quick. Of course, it might change by the time we get there. All right, I got 3.5 left on the routes. We're gonna plug that in. Guess it doesn't take L's. Okay, maybe not. .35 is 350. Let me. You're supposed to be able to. Okay. Let me try it a different way. Still didn't take it. Still no. Copilot should radio for weather, but not in Microsoft Flight Sim now. Are there written or downloadable instructions for all the features in the aircraft, or does one learn by trial and error? There is There's a forum.
And Delta 1984, same lock number.
There's a flight simulator forum that you can join. I just don't know if they're gonna.
Mach 75.
You'll have like in the main screen. I don't know for X though, but for
Roger. Reduce speed Mach 0.72, and when transitioning, do not exceed 280 knots in your descent.
You can actually go take like a practice flight, and it'll tell you how to do things. And you can also set tips, like if you wanted to tell you, okay, pull back on the throttle, it'll pop up on a message. You can also customize it, but that's this game. I don't know about the X one though, Al. Just reading over some of the messages that I got. Just give me 1 second.
FedEx 91 at 98, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Alan says, okay. Roger, huh? Over, huh? Yeah, I mean, you can do trial and error. You can do like a tutorial flight. It will show you how to do it, how to fly and navigate. I don't see why it wouldn't do the same for Microsoft Flight X as well, because it's still fairly new. It's not the newest thing out there, but like when I go live, everybody like sends me messages for some reason.
And what's the Memphis altimeter?
Memphis altimeter 2980.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get some music going, just a little something something. We're gonna hand fly this puppy down. There's gonna be no ILS runways for me, I'll tell you that. Not until I learn it. I know a lot of guys, they use the ILS until they get to like 500 feet and then they disengage autopilot, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. Guys, we're at 4,120 followers. Truly a blessing. I just wish everybody put the notifications on so that way they knew I was live, because I have a feeling they do not have notifications acted or inactive or whatever they say, activated. So I don't think it reaches all 4,000 people, or else we'd have more viewers. But it is what it is. I'll take them however I can get them. So I appreciate you guys tuning in as long as you have tonight. So thank you so much. If you haven't yet, if you consider giving me a like, I would greatly appreciate it. Smash that like button if you want. And if you don't, that's also cool too. But thanks for tuning in. We're slowly climbing up on the followers. Goal is 5,000. Hopefully by the next month I should be able to hit that. It does go up slowly.
Delta 1984 at Blues, resume the published speeds on the arrival.
Yeah, don't ask me for published speeds, because I will not know off the top of my head.
Delta 1984, that's at Blues, resume the published speeds.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you say that again?
I said
At Blues, resume the published speeds on the arrival.
Oh, I'm sorry. At Blues, resume the public speed on the arrival Delta 1924.
Gulfstream 1 Sierra Bravo, contact Memphis approach on 125.8.
125.8 for Gulfstream 1 Sierra Bravo. Good day.
All right, hopefully we should be there within, I would say within the hour, hopefully. It was scheduled for a 3-hour and something flight, but it's only 15 minutes for taxiing. They add on hours for that, or they add on minutes, 15 each airport, so about 30 minutes tacked on. So if you ever take a flight, you ever interested, or you ever do flying, or like for just, for leisure, if you ever look at your flight time, it's always going to be inflated depending on the time of season. So if it's like winter time and there's icing involved, they'll tack on some extra time for icing. So they want to give you the most realistic approach to an arrival as possible. So 3-hour flight, depending on the winds right now.
Delta 1984, contact Memphis approach 125.8.
We got a little bit of a headwind.
Have a good night, Delta 1984.
Winds coming from 270 this direction here, coming this way, down towards the aircraft. And it's moving about 12 knots. So right now we're slowing down on the ground speed versus true airspeed. I've mentioned this before in my other streams, but I'll mention it again for anybody that's learning how to fly. Your true airspeed is the airplane moving through the air, and it's the air rushing through the pitot tube, okay? So when that air is rushing through to the system, it's registering at 447. When you have a wind hitting you from the front, side, or the back, depending on where it's coming from, if it's hitting you from the front, it's obviously creating more drag and it's slowing you down. So a lot of times this number will be almost identical to the difference of the airspeed. So right now it's only off by 2 knots. So it's 10 knot difference. So the wind is coming from directly almost ahead of us. So it's going to slow you down. If it was coming from the backside, it was pushing us, then we would tack on another 12 knots of ground speed. So when you want to calculate how fast you'll get there, normally you'd want to look at your ground speed, because that's technically how fast you're moving, not looking at your true airspeed. So when you have, I've seen this go as high up as like 150 knots, a headwind and tailwind, where we got there super fast. And I've also been slowed down where a 1 hour and 30-minute flight took us like 2.5 hours to get there. So the wind has some pretty powerful effects on whether you're delayed or arrive on time. So the next time your flight's delayed, don't blame it on the pilots. If they get out off the gate on time and they get up in the air and then the wind is super strong and it's hitting you from the head, then a lot of chances are it's the wind slowing you down. What are you training on in real life? The C-172, Cessna 172 Skyhawk. You share your real life flight number. I would like to follow it. What do you mean, like in... Oh, there's a way to follow this flight. Hold on 1 second. You're talking about this flight, right?
Delta 1231, mic check.
Delta 1231, Memphis Center, 5x5.
Copy, Delta 1231, climbing 14,000, passing 12,000.
And Delta 1231, Memphis Center, I don't think you're supposed to be with me. Check your left line frequency.
All right, I'm going to drop a link.
Oh, I read that wrong. I was looking at Memphis
comments.
instead of Atlanta. My bad.
Oh, you said my working flights? Yeah, you mean like for my job? It's gonna vary in flight. So only when I get down to it, what I'll do is I'll post a where I start and then where I'm headed. and then because I don't know what flight number it's not that I'm hesitant about giving that information out. I just want to, once I get to the airport, from now until the 1st of the month, everything might change, flight numbers might change. So if I start spitting out flight numbers now, you might have the wrong information. So the day of, when I take my first
24
flight,
Tango, Memphis Center, good evening.
I'll put something out there with the flight number the day of, when I'm ready to push off the gate. But if you guys wanted to track this flight, you can go to this site here. It's simaware.ca, and then AA17.
FedEx 91 at 98, contact Memphis Center 1.35.9. Good night.
Is he talking to me?
FedEx 91 at 98, contact Memphis Center 135.9. Good night.
No, wasn't me.
Good
67, Memphis Center, good evening.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? I can actually add the link to my streams when I do a flight. I know the flight number is going to be. We can add like a little widget. That's cool. Like a streamer overlay. I might add that. It'll tell us. That's one thing I'm gonna add. Andrew, good day, Flying Stu. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I actually sent you a private message, by the way. I don't know if you got it. I know a lot of times when the messages go into like that folder, a lot of people don't see the notification, but if you want a good laugh, go into your message requests and read the message I sent you. It was from the other day from Supporter Sunday. You'll love it. Man, this site is pretty cool. Simaware. I feel like I should have moved my frequency already. Let me Center American 17.
American 17, go ahead.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss a frequency change.
Nope, you're still with me for a little while longer.
Sounds good, thank you. I'm just chatting up on stream and I didn't know if I missed it or not.
No, roger.
Will do now, I'll be back. Okay. I can see the ATC boundaries also when clicking AT. Oh yeah, that's also another good good thing to use the site for.
Flight level 304, flight level
King Air 2280 Quebec and Memphis Center, rapid 6.
So we're 1 hour 51 minutes in flight. Let's see. This is also something cool that I can add to the. There's a stream overlay, so it'll give me like the destination. It'll tell you how many miles you're at, how long it's going to take. Just some things. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to look into adding this. I'm going to leave the site up, and then after I get off tonight, I'm going to see if I can add it to the stream. I also promised I would do a live follower goal as well, or a follower up to date. So whenever a follower goes, the number will move up, and also a start goal as well. I see Andrew got my message. Looks like Memphis approach is coming up. You'll be right inside of it. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for the heads up. He'll switch me over. He's gonna give me the frequencies. But this, I'm not gonna lie, this site is pretty dope though. Did you see it, Andrew? Oh man, I was dying. It goes back to the first one with the Spitfire. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I even refreshed the stream a couple times to make sure I had like the best connection to like hear him as soon as he says whatever he says. I was fired up. Oh man, as soon as he said it, I clicked it and I looked. I was like, I got it. Yes, there's no way they're gonna miss this. I got it. And they're like, congratulations, Steven. Oh man. You know what was crazy? I'm not even gonna shit you, Andrew. I was actually gonna gift that back to you. I'm not even lying. I was gonna say I was gonna give it to one of the mods, even if I won it. You know, it's nice to get $100 from a stream. But I was just gonna gift it right back to one of the mods, and you were, I think you were in between that one and another stream. Well, I'm trying to remember, was it, what's the name of it? Razor Pig. I think you're doing both. You're going back and forth.
American 17, contact Memphis, center now 133.075.
33075, American 17. And Memphis American 17 is with you at 380.
American 17, Memphis, hello, squawk 1517. Correction 1571.
Say 1507. Was it 1517 on the squawk or 1507?
1571.
157. Came in a little too light. Look at that sun though. Oof. That's just gorgeous.
Hello? This is 2508, hello?
Was I on the wrong channel?
What's going on?
Yeah, that was no answer. He apologized.
Oh, this is comical. Another hot mic.
Thank you, Memphis. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Razor Pig, yeah, man. Cheers, all the same, man. Yeah, no worries, dude. No worries.
340.
It shows people's names in the boundary, but not sure if that's ATC guys or what.
17, I don't know why, but that squawk code didn't work. Recycle transponder, squawk 1510.
Trying 1510, American 17. When they ask you to recycle, just flip it active and standby and then ident, and hopefully that works. I was getting excited there for a second. I thought I was able to see all the traffic on the map. TCAS traffic to abbreviate, TCAS traffic to rot, and then what's the other one?
American 17, I figured out what the issue is. It's because you don't have the leeway in your call sign.
Recycle transponder squawk 1515, and that should work.
All right, trying 1515, American 17. I mean, he's the only guy that...
1299, contact Atlanta 1334.
He's the only guy that didn't see me so far, so...
American 17 radar contact.
Let's see. Nancy says, beautiful. Yep, the sun was gorgeous. Why are trim controls so large? And we will see you later on Scoops too, mate. What's today? Saturday? Oh crap! It is Supporter Sunday tomorrow, isn't it? I should be in bed by now to wake up. Does he come on at 4 now? I think he comes on 4 because the hour changed. And Alan, I'll get to your question in a second. I think he comes on at 4, so I'm gonna have to hit the bed, or hit the hay soon, I should say, and in order to wake up. Because last time I think he started a little bit sooner. But I'll try to jump on if I can, if I don't pass out from exhaustion, and then sleep right through it. All right, so Alan asked, why are the trim controls so large, these guys here? So it varies on aircraft. This one here, the trim controllers are actually covered by this panel. On the Boeing 737, the controller is actually exposed and there is no panel. The controller actually sits like more on the edge. And then there's a lever inside that collapses. So you can actually pull the lever out. It's like a handle.
Like 717 radar contact on.
I don't know if he was talking to me. But anyway, there's a lever. There's a lever that pops out this way, and then think of like one of those old school generator cranks, where you could just, or you know, you could just move it with, or you're churning butter or whatever the hell they use.
American 27, hello.
When they like kind of like crank it, you can crank it with your hand. So if you have to trim it, and then on this one they're big because see there's no crank here, so you need a nice big surface so he can actually put his hand on this thing and be able to make a big impact. So when I say big impact, he has to be able to slide his hand like from here straight down to here, which giving you the better turn. That's my theory behind it. I don't know if that's the reason why it's designed like that. But normally on the 737, these wheels are smaller, but they're exposed, they're outside, so you have better access to it. Here, you only have access from the surface here to here, so you can't like mess with it down here or on this side, so you have to rely on this big surface to get your biggest, your biggest trim. That's what I think. Yeah, but be ready 3:30 p.m.
Hello, American
this
2404
time,
at flight level 350.
Yeah, of course.
American 2404, no Chester, hello.
Yeah, so you would only touch this thing if you experience an engine failure and you had no thrust and you had a pitch, kind of like Sully. If you had a pitch for your best glide speed, you'd want to be able to control it this way. And it controls this elevator here. So there's an arrow here, this black line. So this whole thing moves up and down, or not up and down, but kind of like rotates. On smaller aircraft, it's normally like a tab. It's like a tab on the back of the elevator.
Delta Center, Delta
There's a little tab, a little flap, if you will, that will adjust. And on these planes, it's the entire elevator.
Yes, sir.
The entire elevator that moves this way, or this way, down or up.
And American 27, that's going to be Memphis Center on 133.65 for your information.
And guys, if you're just joining us, be sure to smash that like button if you're enjoying the content and the knowledge. I would greatly appreciate a like, if you will.
No, I just wanted to definitely switch over to you without.
That will help my post gain visibility on Facebook Gaming. I know I sound like a broken record, but if I don't remind people, sometimes it slips their mind. And if you want to be notified, just exclamation point notify in the chat. We'll let you know next time I go live. Thanks so much for your support. It will help me grow the channel and pass on aviation knowledge that I do possess onto other people. There's a page called Mentor Pilot. Shows how to trim works if manually required. They're very hard to turn if required. Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna check that out. Mentor Pilot. Is it on Facebook page? Yeah, right? Yeah, these suckers, like on the 737, they're like, they have like I said, the handle comes out, it pops out, and you crank it, like you gotta crank that sucker. This one, I don't know if it's easier, but I can imagine the amount of friction you have to put on this thing, or the amount of rotations you have to put on it to make that thing turn. Sun's coming down nicely. That nice little orange glow. Look at that sun. Absolutely gorgeous. Just saving a quick screenshot. I'll do a little thank you post at the end with that picture. No hydraulic assist, just muscle, yeah. I believe, I can't quote me on this, but I believe it's, the term is fly-by-wire. So there's definitely some type of cable. I don't think it's hydraulics at all. In the event you lose hydraulic pressure. I mean, you do have the APU, which would kick on, and you'd have some type of controls. As your third engine, if you had two engine losses at the same time, your APU would give you enough power to keep your controls alive. But without the, if this thing dies or there's not enough juice, then you gotta kind of trim it. So I don't think you'd be able to trim it if you say you lost power and engines. Andrew says he's a real pilot of a 737 who has a Facebook page. Some great info there, includes videos of real pilot simulator and extreme situation.
12,300.
That's cool.
Or 16,000.
Actually, since I'm not super busy,
340 takeoff.
I can actually navigate to it right now. I know some streamers, they hate links and referrals and stuff like that. I don't mind when it helps promote another either streamer or...
Center,
I don't mind at this point, but I'm sure when you work hard enough to get your follower base, then you get up to like a certain level, I guess. People just like 10 followers that come on and try to steal your followers, I guess. Mentor Pilot, here it is. Oh, I've seen this guy before. He's from Spain.
Memphis Center, Pilatus 12210.
Yeah, I've seen this guy before.
4119, contact.
Give him a like. Follow.
Contact Fort Worth Center 13517 for Delta 4119. Good night.
And the link for Alan.
Memphis Center, Delta 1056. Thank you, flight level 30.
Yeah, he's got like 408,000 followers. Jeez, almost close to a half a mil. Let's see where we're at here. The sun's still coming down. We'll probably get there by dark. The sun is completely down. Yes, you've got to draw the line on links. Like you said, it could attract people using you to advertise. Yeah, I mean, right now it's not that big of a deal. I've had a couple of spammers in here one time, but scams and spammers I don't appreciate at all. So those will be deleted. But right now, you know,
Who is that?
talking about other people, I don't really care too much. So Andrew, you're over in the UK, right? So for you, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, is it 3 or 2 in the morning? I always get the time difference.
Pilatus 1221 Zulu.
And who is that?
We're flying right through the weather. Shoot. I really don't want to. I just want to go direct there, so turbulence isn't too bad.
Good night. This is Delta 181 with you. Flight 340.
It's probably like low weather because I don't see anything up here.
This is Delta 181 with you. Flight 340.
Just get some info real quick from our what did I say? OFP.
Delta 181, Manchester, hello, Squawk 1544. Looking 1546.
All right, here's our arrival NOTAMs, our weather. So we're looking at winds 220 at 10 knots, and it looks to be the same up until later. It's supposed to gust 30 knots. This is going to be fun if it's, let me see what time it is now. So it has us arriving at 3:20, great. 3:20 Zulu, which is right around the time that it's supposed to be gusting. Great. 6 miles visibility, statute, +6, greater than 6. Broken clouds, 4,500. And then the winds are going to be 350 at 20, gusting 30. Fantastic. Let's see here. Fair call, man. Actually, Perth. Oh, yes, right. You're from Australia. Because you're from where Razor Pig's from. So it's probably much different. What do we say, like 11-hour difference, 10-hour difference? And then I bet Andrew knows about RAF Midland, UK. Has my first assignment 2007. Yeah, he's from Australia, and same time exactly as Scoobs. 10:20 Sunday morning, mild, 25 degrees Celsius. Yeah, okay, that's mild enough. 325 nautical miles to go. Justin, as of last night, yes, Razor Pig told me all about it. I got a rollback soon, chat. Just what a good pool can handle.
Control just about them back.
Pool or pilot? I think he meant pilot. We're almost over Hot Springs, right around Arkansas, and then heading to Meow. I mean, we're literally going as fast as we can without overspeeding.
What is that Southwest calling?
Correct, Southwest 3121, flight level 35.
Yeah, no worries. I gotta get better, Al, at trying to figure out what people are actually saying when they mistype something. So it's all good.
Your volume is off. I can barely hear you. So.
Yeah, Southwest 3136, or correction 3121, I barely hear you too. If you're able to hear me, squawk 1576.
Right, 1576, Southwest 3121.
Southwest 3121, radar contact, welcome.
Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, I know, again, sounds like a broken record, but smash that like button if you're enjoying the content. Hit us up on the chat. Just let us know where you're from. Don't be afraid. Nobody's going to hurt you. Nobody's going to talk mean to you because I'll just delete their comment. But just come say hello.
And last call to call sign only.
What interests you in flight sim? Like, why are you watching this stream?
Alright, and last call, you're coming very broken.
Interesting to know.
So for now, I'm going to call you Oscar Uniform Alpha 37. Memphis, sir, hello.
I'm still looking for any key.
Clear to the Kilo Oscar Lima Victor Airport via radar vectors Hotel Oscar Tango. That's filed.
What do you mean, Justin, on the any key?
Departure frequency is still with me. Squawk 1516.
I'm not understanding.
At Crimson 37, clear to Olive Branch. The direct hot springs, file 11,000, squawk 1516.
Oh, crap. My notifications have been off. Eric Christie with the stars. Khalif
Oscar
with the 100
Alpha
stars.
37, read back correct. Radar contact. Welcome aboard.
You just turn off the sound on it and let them play through. I had it paused because I had paused it before, and now I know why all the notifications are not coming through. Matthew Glow, thank you so much for the follow and the like. Emmanuel with the shared. Game Boy Red with the like. Man, I'm such a horrible streamer. And Andrew with the like. E.G. Mo, sorry if I mispronounced that. Thank you for the like. I'm still looking for the any key. That was a joke. Sorry. Press any key to continue. Nice star notification. Yeah, she's doing a little dance. I just turned off the sound so it doesn't annoy you guys. But they're all going to be rolling through now because I had paused it. It'd be nice if I backed up the screen here. Here we go. Now I'm wondering if the tower is going to control me down to the altitude, or if I should just my own navigation. Center American 17.
American 17, go ahead.
I just want to see if you're going to be going with me all the way to Dallas.
You're going to be going to Fort Worth Center here in a few minutes, probably about 10 minutes, I would say.
Sounds good. I just want to see if you guys handle the altitudes, or do I just do it at my own discretion?
You'll be getting a descent instruction from Fort Worth.
Perfect, thank you, American 17.
Center American 27 got severe turbulence up here, and basically falling out of the sky.
Severe
American
turbulence
270 request higher
and it's
load.
falling out of the sky. Wow.
Stand by.
Dramatic. Let's see. Alan said any key. I get it. Justin Parker. I was watching Thursday night storms on flight radar. All the planes are dodging the red and radar. Yeah. Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia storms. Yeah. So I'll tell you a couple different stories, personal stories that happened with me. So real quick, a lot of times depending on the altitude of where the storms are, there's a storm level. So if there's a cap, if say, for example, the storm goes from like, we'll just use it as an example, it goes from like 15,000 up to like 29,000 or 30,000. Most of the storms are within a certain altitude. So you'll find all the nasty weather at a certain, between a certain altitude. Obviously, that's a given. So a lot of times planes can fly over it and not even feel a single thing, but know that the bad weather is behind them or underneath them. And then other times they'll have to fly through it and directly through it, and at the same altitude where the turbulence is. And then other times they can avoid it, go around it. In my experience, you never go for the pink, never go for the red, and the orange and the yellow maybe, or maybe the yellow. But pink and red, you stay the hell away from at all costs, so you don't want to fly through that crap. However, a while ago, I wouldn't say a long time ago, probably within a year, we had a hurricane out in the Caribbean, because, you know, most of our hurricanes in the U.S., they originate from the Sahara weather that comes across the north of Africa and then comes out onto the ocean, and then that's where most of our hurricanes start. So the hurricane happened to be coming up through like the southern tip of South America. I'm sorry, the northern tip of South America. And our pilots decided, you know, we're just going to fly right through it. No big deal. Now, if you Google the elevation of a hurricane, it's a lot higher than probably any storm you would see, like typical storm that you would see. Those suckers can go like, okay, don't quote me, but they can go like far as hell, high up. We're talking like miles and miles high from the ground. So we were cruising at like 39,000 feet, and our pilots decide, you know what, we're just gonna fly right through it. So here I am, not strapped in, no warning. I'm on this 777-300, making my way down to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's about a 9-hour flight from New York. And we hit the most ridiculous turbulence that my feet left the ground of the aircraft. I hit the ceiling of the aircraft, bounced back down. The carts, the galley carts, there was one that wasn't secured. There was a topper on it. They call it a topper. It has like the bottles and the glasses and stuff. That gets launched into the sky, hits the roof, comes back down, shatters into a million pieces. And then we get a phone call. Hey, sorry about that. We're just flying through this hurricane right now. And I said, when were you going to tell us that you're flying through a hurricane? Like, really? You couldn't tell me before I hit the ceiling? I'm not even exaggerating. I wish I was. But, and then it's worse in the back of the plane. You feel the turbulence probably amplified by 10 times more.
Delta 1056, ready to check.
Delta 1056,
Justin Parker says, yeah, I noticed the passenger airlines were already above 30K flight level. Yeah. Yeah, you'll notice it. Like, if you have a really sophisticated piece of equipment, like a flight radar, that will tell you where the tops of the storms are, like ForeFlight will do a good job of telling you.
Delta 1056, I have to leave the game for about 10 minutes, please.
I've seen like 260, 290, 310. And if you're cruising at 39,000 feet,
we'll call you one back.
Chances of you getting hit with anything is very slim. I'm like this guy. Hey, we're flying through a hurricane. Thanks a lot. Thanks for letting me know. Almost there, gents. Almost there. And ladies. I should just call you guys chat. Almost there, chat. I just can't do it. I know some UK guys could do it. Let's go, chat. Let's go. I'm not used to saying the word chat. I have or Justin says, I have a yearly subscription to Flight Radar 24. If you run your own tracking hardware over your internet at home, they will give you a free commercial license to use their software. That is cool. I have a Raspberry Pi 4 I'm going to use. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have one for crypto. So I mine crypto. And I use the Raspberry Pi for nodes on the network. So I'm a little familiar with Raspberry Pis, kind of little computers. See, mine has just an Ethernet cable, 4 USB connectors, HDMI, a micro USB, and a audio jack. It's got about 32 gigs of memory. Or 32 gig storage, I should say. It doesn't have memory. But it is definitely a Raspberry. It's got little raspberries on it. On the board and actually on the on one of the devices.
Alpha Lima Echo, are we able to make a left-hand turn about 5 degrees?
Okay, we got ourselves a little... Sounds European. Could be Australian.
Flow from Atlanta coming in on that side, so right now your current course will be best, but are you heading to moderate to light convection or at this time?
Nah, man, it's all good. I was just trying to get...
Oh, that's definitely Australian.
That's all good. We'll continue our current heading.
Definitely.
Echo,
commercial license, I guess I need to get a life. Nah, not really. Some people like to monitor the weather, you know. I gotten so good with weather after I went to an aviation college. I'm not saying I'm like the best at it, but I learned so much through a meteorology class that I took, and like I can spot storms now before they even fully develop, or they go into the development stage, which is pretty remarkable.
That's the Center Blue 113 with you at 15,500.
I could sense the air temperature changing, and I can feel it, right? And I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, it's about to start storming. They're like, you're crazy. There's not a cloud in the sky. I'm like, you just wait. And then boom, here comes all the clouds and the storms. There's our meow. I'm always checking the Intelcast for myself every day. Yeah, I mean, when I go flying, I gotta check the weather and see how the winds are. Last thing I want to do is get caught out there when the wind picks up. And you know what causes wind, right? I'll give you a hint. It's actually setting right there. Temperatures and solar radiation causes like most of the wind changes, or anything that has to do with the heat radiation from the sun. That's what causes most of your wind, or actually probably all of it. And what I find fascinating, Justin's updating us, AA-17, 216 nautical miles to go. Thanks for the update, Justin. If you follow the globe, some people will tell you that the Earth is flat for some reason. There's our contrails. In the northern hemisphere, the winds in the North America, they follow kind of like from the equator, and they make their way up like this in circles, like in this direction. And then when you go south of the equator, they go the opposite
American
direction.
17, Memphis.
American 17?
Yeah, so the
the Fort Worth ops have changed. Are you able to accept a new arrival, the Bridge 3 arrival into Fort Worth?
Yeah, I can pretty much do anything you guys need me to do. I just need help with the vectors if you can.
Alright, American 17, I have a new clearance out of Henry County.
Stand by.
American 27, same for you. I'll have a new clearance for you if you're able to take the Bridge 3 arrival.
Yeah, this is going to be ridiculous. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix all this, but...
A for American 27.
Alright, go ahead for American 27.
This is going to be fun.
And American 27 cleared to the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport by present position, and amend that to few transition and Bridge 3 arrival. Maintain 50340 and remain this frequency.
And American 17 is ready to copy.
Copy, sir. Delta 1056, copy frequency change.
And who was that?
Delta 1056, confirm frequency change.
Not yet, here in about 10 miles. And American 17, clear to the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport via present position, direct meow, few transition, Bridge 3 arrival. Maintain 50380, and I'll have a handoff for you here in a minute to Fort Worth Center.
All right, clear to Dallas-Fort Worth, present position. Direct meow, the Bridge 3 arrival, and maintain 380 on the flight. American 17.
American 17, read back, correct.
American 27, clear to the Dallas.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna mess this up, but let's see.
Bridge 4, Bridge 3, arrival, few transition.
I don't know what bridge. Oh wait, is that bridge?
American 27, read back, correct.
Oh shoot. Well, direct meow.
Triple 113, Memphis Center.
I'm just gonna wait for.
Triple 113.
I'm gonna wait for him to switch me over.
Instructions to hold at 16,000. Do you still want us holding at 16,000?
Because I don't have my fore-flight subscription. I had to say that again. I don't have the approach plates.
330 for Triple 113. Thank you.
I don't know where the hell Bridge 3 arrival is. I never flown out there.
Fine for Unicorn 22A for Delta 1056. Have a good night, sir. Thank you for the assistance.
American 17, contact Fort Worth now, 135417.
Let me see here. Let me see if they'll allow me to use it. No. Oh, I think my flight on my phone is still working. Oh, please work.
Alpha, X-ray,
okay.
Where do you like to come down to?
Okay, cool. So this is Bridge 3. So we're good. So we're gonna stay here, and then we are gonna cut. I'm gonna cut across. So direct from Meow.
100 miles.
And we're gonna input this point here. We're gonna get rid of all these.
And is this
and Bridge 3 is that one. They just call it Bridge. So I was able to pull up my flight. So let's go ahead and input that in. I don't mess this up. Let's see, where are you at? Right here. Bridge. Direct.
1545, 1053.
Boom. Done. Alright. Direct bridge. We should be turning slightly, a little bit.
Center number 463,
Oof. I was sweating for a second. Because I didn't know if my flight was going to pull up and So it was on the map, thank God. And it wasn't that big of a change, so it's still in the same direction, same area as this. But like say, for example, they gave you a point like out here somewhere, and you were coming in from the south. Then I would have to delete all these points and then set up another. I don't know why they would do that, but maybe for traffic or whatever. So now we're straight bridge 3 from our present position, from Meow straight over, and then they'll take it from there. They'll give us clearance when we start descending. Okay, so let me catch up on these comments. Good to know, learning every day. I'm not sure what ATC is telling you. What does descent happen? How far out? It all depends. They'll start clearing you. In the real world, in the commercial airline industry, that's pretty much similar to what's happening like in ATC now. So for example, like they'll clear us, drop to this level, and then we just keep descending all the way down, and then we'll start slowing down. Now I don't see us descending until we switch over to the next frequency, and I think I'm going so far away from him that I'm starting to not hear him correctly, because hopefully he's going to switch me over soon. Because we're moving fast. I mean, we're pushing 437 on the ground.
One 3517, good day.
And Center American 17. Yeah, I'm starting to lose you on the frequency. I don't know if it's because we're further away, but it's hard to hear you now, so I don't know if there's another frequency you want to just send over via text. Yeah, he's probably working on that now. So these guys have like certain controller stations. There he is, he sent it over. Contact Fort Worth at 13517. And Fort Worth, American 17's with you at 380.
American 17 Fort Worth Center, sorry about that. Descend via the Bridge 3 arrival.
Descending via Bridge 3 arrival. Any specific altitude or at my discretion?
Descend via the arrival. So there's restrictions on the chart.
Oh shit.
So you need to verify in your FMC, and you need to follow those restrictions down.
Alright, let me see if I can pull up the charts. It's like a couple times using VATSIM, so I probably don't know where they are, but let me look.
Airnav.com is probably the best free resource.
Airnav.com, let me check it now. American 17, thank you.
Underground for the way.
Oh boy.
American 27 Forward Center, hello to St. Louis Bridge 3 arrival.
Oh boy.
Bridge 3, American 27.
Phenom 1 Mike is cleared to the 4th Executive Airport. Crimson Tree departure, Wix transition is filed.
Oh
Climb
boy.
and maintain.
That's a lot of information.
3,000. Let's walk. Let's walk 2220.
You know what? We're going to start descending now.
Clear for the 4 loud, let's get to the stop, 93,000. Squawk 2220, Phenom 1 Mike.
Phenom 1 Mike, repack.
Okay, let me go back to see if I can find. All right, here it is. Bridge 3, standard terminal arrivals, Bridge 3, 2 pages worth. There it is. Okay.
November 6th,
So,
runway 19 clear to land.
so we're coming in from Meow. So, shoot, man, we should already be at 220. All right, let me start descending.
Fort Worth Center, Delta 4119. I was reading the charting correctly. Appreciate your help.
My pleasure.
Give me 1 second, guys, on the comments. Let me just zoom in or focus in on what I'm doing here, because these guys are going to start yelling at me in a second. So we're coming meow, few, proud, and fireman. We're not coming in from that one. Seaver, bridge. Alright, we're definitely coming in from meow though. So 22,000, 19,000.
Runway can we expect for the arrival?
27, runway 35 center.
Oh crap.
Correct, so didn't expect runway 35.
If you ever want to see what a inexperienced commercial pilot will look like, yeah, this is me right now, sweating. Seaver. Okay, there it is. Flight level 19,000. Covey's at 17,000. All right, we're going down. We're gonna go down to 21,000. Screw it. All right, while we're descending, we need our flaps later. Our landing lights will be flipped on now. We'll just do that now, so we don't forget.
So the 25-0 camera, if I gave it to you, descend via the winding fore arrival.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't either. I appreciate that. Delta 2508, descend via the winding arrival.
Yeah, normally these charts are on a flight. So Seaver is track 225 to cross bridge 3 between 17,000 and 19,000 at 280 knots. And then Covey below 17,000. All right, let me check out the comments. He caught my man, have faith. Don't read my comments and focus on flying. Oh yeah, I forgot ATC will tell you to maintain flight levels. The stream is turning into an airplane, that movie, I love it. Striker, you're coming in too low.
That's 687 center, roger.
I think they're gonna vector us in. I'm almost positive, but I just need to be at the right altitude before this guy starts freaking out. So at bridge 3, it's between 17,000 and 19,000 and 280 knots. So that's where we're going to shoot for. So we're gonna turn this puppy down. We'll even go down to 19,000. We're losing altitude pretty fast, so I'm not even worried about it. This is exactly what I would be like if, say, both pilots were knocked out and they asked me to go fly the plane. I was like, yeah, I got it, bro. Microsoft Flight 2020 all day. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for arrival, please. Passengers are gonna get sick. Yeah. You're lucky I don't have the, there's a self-loading cargo thing where you can actually hear them screaming. If I take a turn too fast, you'll hear them clapping as well. Oh, I just found out one of my coworkers just got based in New York. That's so cool. Everybody's been running away from New York. So now I got my coworkers and my classmates. I guess we went to class together when we went through training at the current position that I have. And yeah, so she's based in New York now. That's super cool. Super excited. We'll probably get to fly together. Let's see, pass out the barf bags, turn the Airbus into an F-35 Lightning. I mean, if I wanted to, I can overspeed the hell. Whoa, wait a minute. Guys. Alan, you're supposed to be monitoring my airspeed, man. It's all right. We need to be at 280 anyway. Let me go ahead and turn down the speed. Alan, you're being a bad co-pilot, man. You got to be watching these things. We're gonna do 275 on the airspeed, and we're at 19. So we're gonna play it safe. We're gonna go down to 18,000. We're gonna be right between where we need to be for the Bird 3, which is coming up. Please remove first officer picture. Oh, you mean this guy? Hold on one second. Otto, your presence is no longer required, my man. Sorry. Let's get rid of the weather.
This is just 7 Julie Bravo taxi FBO via Alpha.
Let's get rid of the camera. And we'll just leave the map. Tippy top corner. You know what's funny, Justin, that you said that? I actually had a clip that I got the clip where she's inflating him and his head is bobbing up and down. But then I thought about it and I said this might be a little bit too much for Facebook streaming, and I'll probably get reported, so I'm going to go ahead and say no.
FedEx 1005 and from the west at flight level 400.
Phenom 1 Mike. Phenom 1 Mike 1 range.
I'll stop commenting on final so you can focus. Yeah, today's standards, everyone is offended. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I grew up in a time.
United 2125 climbing through flight level 355, checking in from.
I grew up in a time where, like, the movies that I see today that are out there, now that I see so many people getting offended by certain things, which I don't blame them.
United 2125.
Or I'm not mad at them, you know. You have your opinion, I have mine, right? But
1005 forward center item.
There's times where I see movies now that are like old school movies that are on like Amazon or on Netflix. And I say to myself, man, this movie is not going to be around in a couple of years because it's so offensive.
2125 rotor contact 166 east of Waco.
East Waco,
FedEx 1005 rotor contact 42 north of Lubbock.
Copy, FedEx 1005.
What I should have did was I should have said no to the flight change, the flight plan change, because I think it has us crossing Birdie.
FedEx 1005, just go to Dallas Love Airport via Turkey,
and then shooting straight across, like at a diagonal, and then coming in. So we're pretty much going to guess where it is because I don't really have time to look for the points.
Can you repeat, please?
FedEx 1005, just go to the Dallas Love Airport via Turkey, and then the Nander Tree arrival.
All right, let me make sure we're good. Yeah, between 190.
United 2125 leveling, flight level 370.
2125, roger.
I copy. This is FedEx 1005. I copy. I'm clear for Dallas, Turkey. Commander 3 arriving.
You're back correct.
Let's see. I don't know where any of these points are. Oh well. Either you vector us in or you don't. American 17, 69 nautical miles out. Yeah, normally the captain comes on around 100, 150 miles out to make his, we'll be starting our descent PA. So as a reference point, about 100 to 150 miles from the airport is when you would start your descent. Which we already did, and we're down. So I'm gonna go down to 17,000 now. And we're gonna hold 17,000. I'd rather be lower than higher. It'll be easier to manage your airspeed, and then instead of managing both your altitude and your airspeed. Yeah, it's roughly about 100 to 150 miles is normally when they make that PA, because they're obligated. Oh, I thought he was talking to me. No, he's not. They're obligated to kind of make that PA to the passengers to let them know we're going to be starting our descent soon. So between 100 and 150. Oh, good lord. I don't know if I should turn here.
Been on 1 mic runway 3 clear for takeoff, fire runway heading.
Runway 3 clear for takeoff, runway 1.
I'm definitely going to fly this all ass backwards. But you know what? I wasn't prepared for this, so... God help us all. All right, so...
Leave my airspace to the southeast and closed. Weather service is terminated for
225, 226, 224 on the heading. 226, 225, 224. So we're gonna do like 225. Should put us directly right where we need to be. I can't even speak. That's how nervous I'm getting. All right, the next one is Covey at 17,000. And then Lemon at 13 minimum, 15 maximum. I mean, the information's in front of me. The problem is having to plug it into the computer so it follows the flight plan. Right now we're improvising. So let's go ahead and shoot for 15,000 now. Whoa, landing gear, whoa, what happened? Why did the landing gear come down? So let's see, Covey was 226 and then 224 is the next one. I just don't know where Covey is on the map. Let me see if I can find it. just got to keep cool under pressure. That's all it is. The minute you lose control, that's it. It's game over.
724 forward center, have your request standby.
Fort Sino 1, Mike 3000.
Yeah, Mike is radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 450.
Maintain flight level 450, maintaining runway heading on southwest.
Alright, Pithy is 11,000 at 225 is another checkpoint.
Maintain 5.
I just don't know where the hell I am.
2205.
But I know in between Bird and Pithy. Or I'm sorry, Bridge 3 and Pithy.
So the 724 clear to the Houston Airport Money 3 departure, Olfred transition as filed. Maintain 5,000, squawk 2205.
Oh shoot, I think I'm too far. Too close to the airport. I really hope this guy gets back to me before it's too late.
So the 4119, turn left, heading of 290, set and maintain 3000.
Left 290, descend and maintain 3000, Delta 4119.
So the 4119, actually, make it heading at 35, but correction, heading at 300, 300 on heading.
300, descend and maintain 3000,
Either he's going to jump in there,
4119.
or he's going to tell me, he's going to ask me what I'm doing, because like we're getting really close to the airport. And I just keep
American
descending.
17 fly present heading, set and maintain 6000. Vectors visual approach runway 1, correction, runway 35 center.
Flight level 6,000 and 35 center on the runway, American 17.
For the 4119, the Dallas Fort Worth Airport is to your 2 o'clock and 18 miles, report in sight.
2 o'clock and 18 miles, report in sight for Delta 4119.
But extend 05, descend via the Nander tree arrival, level altimeter 299 4.
Alright, so 35 center should be, shit, I don't know. 35 center. That's
So the 181 descend via the 184 arrival, altimeter 299
Okay, so he's putting us, no he's not, he's putting us over here. 35 or 36? Where the hell's 35? Oh wait, that's 33.
But extend 05, descend via the Nander tree arrival, level altimeter 299 4.
I have no idea where 35 is. Oh good lord.
American 17, it should have been on the present heading. Instructions for fly present heading to set and maintain 6. Need you to fly heading 180.
180 on the heading, and 6,000 on the altitude, American 17.
So the 4119 fields now, 12 o'clock and 10 miles.
Field in sight for 4119.
So the 4119 clear visual approach runway 35 center.
Clear visual for 35 center, Delta 4119.
Forward center, Sino 1 Mike, requesting on course.
Forward center, clear right level 255, Santa Foxtrot with you at 10,000.
Okay, so he's entering.
South to resume departure.
Looks like he's entering me into a downwind.
What you said?
And then back around. This is 160, this will be 160. I see traffic ahead.
Phenom 1 Mike is cleared direct to...
Oh wait, that's where it is.
Cleared direct to Switzer, sorry, direct to Switzer is the departure.
That's 3-1. 3-1 right.
Director call for push and start, push to discretion and let's plan to a taxiway.
You say 3-5, not 3-1. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know.
So the 4119 runway 35 center clear to land.
35 center cleared to land.
That's this guy right here.
4119 said to maintain 4,000.
Is that 4,000 for American 17?
Affirmative.
So this guy's landing. So that's going to be the course or the runway I'm going to be taking. So I'm going to shoot out and then come back around. So we're in good shape. Just I just wish this guy would have just helped me and vectored me instead of telling me to go look at the pages and then freaking me out. I mean, this all began with the other controller switching the route on me, and then I'd have to go in. I'd have to go into the computer and change the points that he want me, or the arrivals, and I'm still not familiar with picking the arrival points.
American 17, turn 10 degrees to your right.
10 degrees to the right, American 17. All right, let's get rid of the map for now.
American 17, turn right, heading of 2707, maintain 3000 down the road to Dallas Fort Worth Airport. It's going to be near 3 o'clock and approximately 7 miles from port and sight.
I got 270 on the heading, and just repeat the altitude, please.
3000.
And 3000 on the altitude, American 17. We'll report the airport at sight.
About extend 05 Fort Worth.
Yeah, he said. I think he said 3-5, Justin. I don't know. I only saw 3-1. Maybe I'm seeing things.
American 17, the field's out to your 2 to 3 o'clock and 1 miles.
Yeah, I would say that the airport's in sight, but I can't see with the visibility. It's a little cloudy, so. But I do see another aircraft, American 17.
American 17, okay, follow that traffic to visual departure runway 35 center.
35 center, American 17. All right, let's go ahead and slow down. All right, 35 center, outer ring.
2125.
Black one here. So we'll just maintain this course here.
2125, contact Memphis on 127.37.
It's the outer runway here on the right side.
2125, good night.
Forward center, Delta 4119 is down and clear the runway.
Delta 4119, just so you know, you let in on the runway 31 left, not 35 center.
Yeah, because if he's got the visibility like I do, it's shitty visibility.
Cross runway 36 left and 36 right at Alpha, hold short of Foxtrot, contact ground up 0.65.
See the runway.
Copy, possible pilot deviation. Contact ground on, I have 2165, is that?
Affirmative, 0.65, 165.
And American 17 has the runway in sight, 35 right. Or 35 center, correction.
American 17, runway 35 center, clear to land.
Clear land, runway 35 center, American 17. Oh boy. Come on. Flaps coming down.
Delta 25-0, finding a 290, set to maintain 4,000.
Gear coming down.
4,000, 25-0.
American 27, flight present, set to maintain 6,000.
All right, here we go. Three green on the landing gear. Airspeed's about 180. $160. Flaps are full. Wind is whipping me. Definitely above the glide slope, but you know what? Let's not rush it. Not gonna rush it. Shit. Oh boy. No, we're not gonna make it. I'm going around. And American 17's going around. Flaps up.
500 Foxtrot, threat of contact 108 east of Tyler VOR. Are you VFR or IFR?
Too low, terrain.
I was IFR, but I'd like to cancel and just go VFR.
Too low, terrain.
500 Foxtrot, you were stepped on.
Too low,
You're not 500 Foxtrot, don't say anything. Then we're 500 Foxtrot, go ahead. Another Foxtrot, Roger, ahead, you guys, VFR, just take you back. American 17, the reason for the mist?
That's affirmative, missed on the 35 center.
And the reason for the mist?
I just, for some reason, the wind was pulling me a different direction and I came in a little too fast.
American 317, Roger, make left, close traffic, make the left, close traffic, and run by 36 right. Change runway 36 right, clear land.
And 36 right, and you said left turn?
Left traffic.
Left traffic for American 17.
So the 25-08 forward airport to your 2 o'clock, 16 miles port in sight.
The hell's that? Oh, it's the altitude.
Runway in sight, 25-08.
That's 25-0 active visual approach runway 35 center.
Let's go ahead and hold it.
2508.
Now he switched the runway on me.
And Center, good evening. King Air, November 5134 Bravo at Hangar 5, looking for IFR clearance to Oklahoma City.
Oh, 34 Bravo, contact ground.
Going to ground, 34 Bravo.
American 27 traffic is to your 1 o'clock, 4 miles, altitude indicates 4,000, it's a type. Type 700, you have them in sight.
Traffic center.
American 27, follow that traffic, the visual approach runway 35 center.
Ooh, jeez, I'm sweating right now. And the audacity he has to ask me why I missed. Bro,
left.
I missed.
Taxi.
Leave it alone.
Be a Charlie Alpha cross runway tree 1 on Alpha.
And the explanation is too fast. Too fast, and then the ground effect picked me right back up. Six right, he's got me, so it's the second on the left. Second runway on the left. All right, so let me see what I missed here. 35 right PDF, nav air.
Fort was ground, cactus 3264.
Oh yeah, I see 35 center now, I'm an idiot. Low visibility, where do I put the dirty?
Cactus 3264.
Nothing wrong with overshot, better than going below level. Love ground effects for the helicopters, great. We're gonna go slow right now, like I'm gonna keep it under 80 knots, and then I'm already 10 degrees of flap, so we're gonna leave it at 10 degrees. We're gonna do better on this one, I promise. I just came in way too fast, and then our altitude was a little high because we didn't have anything on the PAPIs. No red, no nothing. So we're gonna get it done now, because I'm literally sweating and I need to get down and cool off. People think it's so easy when you have a controller telling you, asking you why you missed.
Heavy, we apologize. You handed us off earlier to advisory.
Affirmative.
Alright, United 865, we'll monitor advisory 122.
I love ground effects for helicopters. That's what you were saying, yeah.
Little 25-0, runway 35 center, clear to land.
35 center, clear to land. 25-08.
Alright, I see that traffic, so I'm gonna hold off and not turn yet. There's two traffics, one over there and one further back.
27, number 2, runway 35 center, clear to land.
This guy's number 2.
17, runway 36 right, clear to land.
36 right, clear to land, American 17.
Cactus 2364, see altitude leaving.
We're leaving 2,500 from Cactus 1364.
Cactus 2364, radar contact time and maintain 17,000.
17,000 from Cactus 13.
I don't know if this guy is... Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Visibility's getting even worse. Jesus. Oh, there he is, so I'm going to wait for him to pass, and then I'm going to start my turn. Alright, I'll start slowly turning. Alright, shut up for a second.
724, we're under 35 left, cleared for takeoff.
35 left, clear for takeoff, November 5 Mike Romeo.
5 Mike Romeo, negative, 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 was not for you.
Sorry, misheard.
Assuming you are ready to go, though?
Yes, sir.
5 Mike Romeo, forward center runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff.
25 or 35?
35 left, 35 left.
35 left, clear for takeoff, November 5 Mike Romeo.
Alright, gents. This is it. Do or die. Alan, hold on to your shorts. Alright, flaps coming down. Gear coming down.
Delta 2508, clear the active.
3 green on the landing gear.
2508, left front of Echo Lima, hold short of runway 35 left.
Left onto Echo into Lima, and then hold short runway 35 left.
Radar contact, cloud maintain, flight level 350.
I maintain flight level 350.
Still a little too high.
Flight Mike Romeo, altitude leaving.
Passing through 3000 for 5 Mike Romeo.
Over 5 Mike Romeo, radar contact, climate maintain 17,000.
I maintain 17,000 November 5 Mike Romeo.
Delta 2508, holding short, runway 35 left.
Delta 2508, cross runway 35 left on Echo Lima, hold short of Lima, contact ground point 65.
One more time on the ground for me, please. 2508.
The 2508, cross runway 35 left on Echo Lima, hold short of Lima and contact ground point 65.
Cross runway 34 left, hold short, Mike.
Hey,
Mike Lima, hold short,
me a bigger
Lima,
runway.
Ground on 0.65.
Alright, reverse thrust. Where are you going? Stay on the center line.
Over 237 Juliet Bravo, forward center, standby.
All right, guys. Welcome to Fort Worth.
So Julie Bravo is clear to the
That was a shady landing, but
to the Denton Airport.
we're down.
Is on to us filed. Climb and maintain 2,000. Squawk 2364.
7 Julia Bravo, here jet.
All right.
So Julie Bravo, okay, you didn't file the Shreveport, you filed the Denton, so cancel the clearance, refile, let me know when you have it.
Okay, sorry about that. Let me fix that.
American 3650, contact Memphis, Center 133.07. So 724, Scooter to Alfred. American 3650.
3650, go
Rats
ahead.
on fighting the crosswinds. Yeah, it
Contact
was
Memphis
a little
133.07.
ridiculous.
133.07, good night.
And American 17 is clear of the active.
American 17, contact ground on plane 65.
Over to ground on 0.65, American 17. Thanks for the help. Oh, you were a butthead.
American 27, stay with me for now. It was for American 17.
Oh, 121.
American 27, Mike 2, Echo Kilo. Cross.
And ground, American 17 is clear of the active. E6 right.
American 17, DFW ground, taxi to parking via Foxtrot 2, Whiskey Kilo Golf.
Taxi to parking via Foxtrot 2, Whiskey Kilo Golf, American 17. Yeah, good luck finding this. I'm gonna be guessing. Let's see what we got. Taxi to parking. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna roll slowly.
Dallas ground, Delta 2508 with you, a little bit lost. I believe I'm off of Echo Lima. I'm trying to get to the gate.
Delta 2508, DFW ground.
I can't see nothing.
Taxi to parking. Looks like you're already pretty much in the Echo terminal, non-movement area, so it should be gate straight ahead, see, slightly to your left.
Thank you very much, sir. Sorry about that. Just trying to get off the active and, yeah, and change channels. Still a little new. My apologies.
No problem.
Yeah, these placards are horrible. You can't even see the runway or the taxiways.
I'll tell maintenance.
Yeah, I need to get on that.
Well, he told us all these instructions, but I can assure you that I will not be following them. So scream at me if you want.
27 DFW ground, taxi parking via Echo Kilo.
There's a Scoops plane right there. Tomorrow or today is Saturday. In about 30 minutes will be Sunday. It'll be about 11 o'clock in the morning over in Australia. Actually, in the Australia area, Philippines area. That's where Scoops is from. So we'll be doing Supporter Sunday, or he'll be doing Supporter Sunday, and I'll probably be joining him if I can get up at 3:30 in the morning, which is in about 3.5 hours. So that's the livery. That's the 100K livery right there.
Fort Worth ground, Delta 25.
So if you guys want to get this plane, it's real simple. I can send you a link.
Delta 2508.
If anybody flies Flight Sim and wants a copy of this plane, it's free.
Have a good one.
I can send you the.
Figure you might be a little bored.
Send you the plane at no charge.
A little, yep.
Alright, well, I'll go let a fire on the other end of the airfield for you. That should give you some excitement for the night.
What was that?
I said I'll go light a little fire on the other end of the airfield for you. That should give you a little excitement.
I'll call the fire brigade.
There you go. Have a good night, man.
You too.
Alright, we're at parking. All right. That was fun.
Ground American 27.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Appreciate your support. Don't forget to smash that like button. Support the stream. It's much appreciated. Ooh, it's been a long night, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Put on my parking brake. Let me make sure I didn't miss any comments here. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Low visibility. William, hey, welcome to the stream, man. Sorry I missed your comments. Only because I was so focused on what was going on. Yeah, it was DFW. What was the runway for you?
Ground, King Air November 513 for Bravo. We are holding short.
There's no need for them to be talking. So yeah, so let me make sure Alan's still with his dirty underwear. Nothing wrong with overshot. Love the ground effects. Nancy with the smile and the heart. Thank you, Nancy. Congrats on fighting the crosswinds. Look on PDF on NavAir for DFW at the vehicle just driving right underneath. Yeah, they do that all the time. And enjoy the flight. Get out of here. You've been here this whole time, Israel? Ugh. Ridiculous. I appreciate your support, man. It's much appreciated. And Israel's one of my coworkers. So, and he was a flight sim instructor or flight sim. What the hell's going on? Why is the... All right, let me turn off the engines. Good night, all. The music just came on. Oh man, I love this thing. The deplaning music. So enjoy the tunes. How many of y'all want to watch my video again of me flying? I'll show you what a real landing looks like in a much smaller airplane. Whoa, the stream's not ending yet. Everybody just calm down. Give me 1 second, I'll play that for you. Exit out of this. That's not it either. Where are you? Oh, here it is. Hold on 1 second.
Welcome to your American Airlines flight.
No, we don't want to watch you no more.
On its way to one of more than 350 destinations.
We want to watch.
In countries across
Bruno.
the globe.
Get rid of the image. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Give you some sound. There we go. Volvo Ground Skyhawk 453 Papa Tango ready for taxi at Century Air intersection Bravo with information Papa for northwest departure.
Delta 453 Papa Tango, call ground runway 28 taxi via November.
Runway 28 via November. 3 Papa Tango. And airspeed alive. Rotate slowly. This is proof that I can actually fly a Cessna. So if anybody's looking to become a pilot, you know, I had to look up a lot of information to get started. So one of the first things I learned is medical. You have to have a medical certificate, ride a roller coaster. Oh man, I hate roller coasters. But for some reason, I just love being up here. I don't know why. Mobile Tower, Skyhawk 453 Papa Tango, 4 miles. And believe it or not, this day I left, the wind was calm. And then when I got back, the wind was gusting. So this was actually me fighting a crosswind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right down when you do.
That's 9 Mike, continue down when I'll call you base.
Down when you call my base, 9 Mike.
Romney, thank you so much for the like. Appreciate it.
Staying left on Delta, taxi to parking via Papa November Alpha. This correction via Delta. Have a good day.
Left on Delta. And oh, Justin, I totally missed the 80 stars. Thank you so much. Congrats on the flight, the fighting the crosswind. Thank you so much. I didn't see the notification pop up, but thank you so much for it. Appreciate it. Napoleon, thank you so much for the like. Will, thank you for the like as well. I know you're always out here supporting me, so thank you. All the way from, I think he's in the, what do you say, Philippines? I think he's out there somewhere. Will drives does like a little boat. He's got a boat that he rides around on. It's pretty cool. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. And as always, stay safe. Hopefully I see my coworkers out there on the line. I miss you guys tremendously. And for my viewers, thank you so much for tuning in, and much love, and be safe. And yeah, thanks so much. Have a good night.